What's up, y'all? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Today we got some NASCAR Cup Series racing from the Brickyard, but it's on a road course. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. Happy Sunday morning to Thomas Forbes, T-Van, Daniel McKeon. You better change your tone, son, or you will not be hanging out in this channel. Dave Rhodes in the house, Howard Johnson up in here, Timothy Leppert, Thomas Prince, Sheila J. Ross. But good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action, as I mentioned. Good morning, everybody. This race set to go off in about 30 minutes. Cars have some windshield wipers on them today. Sid for Brains in the house, Taylor the Goat. Paul Greenwell in the house. Well, what's up, everybody? We're going to do this with the race audio today, so it's going to be delayed about 40 seconds. So no spoilers in the chat, y'all. No spoilers up in here, up in here. But how's everybody doing today? Let's listen into the telecast.
Everybody needs a little bit different rehab to be able to handle the type of issues.
What's up, Paul Greenwell?
So Kurt's been in front of the right people, as I said, so he's got the homework, all right?
Rocky J4A in the house. What's up?
And just listen to one person, and that's the doctor.
I haven't seen anything this weekend, Howard. I'm not sure what happened. I just know that Reddick is on the pole. Harvick's starting from the back.
Listen to that expert, do everything he says, and everything works out.
DJ, take us inside the garage area. Is there a growing concern among drivers about the impact they're absorbing behind the wheel of this new car?
Yeah, certainly.
What's up, James Moore?
The drivers have known this from the beginning with this car. And
yeah, me too, James, me too.
The numbers don't exactly show it, but the drivers are telling us, look, these impacts are
racing capital of the world. Looks like it's partly cloudy, wind, a little bit of wind, keeping the flags flapping.
They're doing everything that they can to make sure that these drivers are safe and can be back here every single week.
Hey, what's up, SG?
Time to see what's on the menu.
Yeah, make sure to hit the like, subscribe if you're new, y'all. We're trying to hit 10,100 today. I don't know why that's not updating anymore, but
5 races to go in the regular season. Is it must-win time for names like Blaney, Truex, and Harvick? We'll discuss that coming up. And could today's road course produce a surprise winner? So far, 3 road courses in 2022, 3 first-time winners, so you never know.
We'll see you when you get back, Thomas.
What better way to break down the chaos today, looking at the playoff standings, which could really flip upside down if there is a first-time winner, and we do expect.
So yeah, 16, Martin Truex Jr. sitting in that final playoff spot, as is Blaney. Harvick sitting 17th in the points, 83 points out of a playoff spot.
The mayor of Hinchtown, James Hinchcliffe. Afternoon, mayors.
Hey, Marty, we are standing right here where everybody wants to be. That's on the Brickyard.
No, that's actually Harvick and Ty Gibbs.
Bricks when the race is over, but how do you do that?
Harvick and Ty Gibbs.
It really does. I mean, we didn't see
37 in the house.
In the Xfinity race yesterday, not as much as we were expecting, but with how much is on the line.
Listen,
today,
someone
Jeff,
that's got that's able to subscribe to the channel that where you have it shown so that it comes up on the alerts. What if you unsubscribe and resubscribe so I can try to fix this most recent subscriber?
Outbreaking somebody is so important.
Yeah, tie in the 45 this weekend, James.
You got to find a way to drive that car deeper into the corner, and that can get you and the guy you're trying to pass.
I don't think he's but like 19. Someone in the chat could probably answer that better. How old is Ty Gibbs? I know he's very young.
Have to think about is, do I want to dive deep, do that big lunge, or do I do the slow in, fast out approach? Focus on really setting up the exit, so that way you're already side by side down the straightaway. You don't have to worry.
But we got 39 up in here, up in here.
You focus getting out of 14. You focus getting out of turn 4.
19 years old, says James Moore. That's what I thought.
It's going to be so much fun watching these guys go at it.
That's what I thought.
There's a ton of intensity.
What's up, Jeffrey Giordano? Angels got to win. Yeah, he's a youngster, Rocky. He's a youngster for sure.
Well,
doubt, my friend. You know, there's history all over this track, including right here next door at the Brickyard Crossing, because the Beatles came here to this putting green in 1964. They were on their way to the state fairgrounds to put on one of those.
He sure looks like he can reach him. He wins like crazy, y'all. He wins
loving their time
like
here.
crazy.
You know, speaking of Fab Four, they did teach us that you can't buy me love.
Sid says old enough to take his helmet off when he fights.
Piece of property on the west side of Indianapolis and a barn.
What's up, Tim Walker?
That barn right there, that thing is so historic. It's the oldest building here, and the original four founders met.
Yeah, he's in a monster car today, Marcus.
In 1909. Without that barn, we might not have this amazing track. Unbelievable to see the history.
How you doing today, Sheila? How are you and Dad Dave doing?
Really thought you knew all the history here. I mean, I did not know that fact.
You know, I learned something from Rut every single week, but this goes to the top of the list.
I did check with him, by the way. He did book your post-race tee time. So you're good to go, DJ. Hey, when we come back, we'll hear from Chase Elliott, Austin Cindric.
All right, so they're headed to a little commercial in the coverage there. What's up, Purple Haze? SKOL to you, sir. SKOL to you as well. That's correct, Sid for Brains. Yeah, it's a pretty cool sponsor, Marcus, no doubt. Yeah, he's got them hotties next to your car before the race starts. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. It didn't come up there, but I appreciate it, Jeff. Someone with a really long name subscribed the last time the alerts worked. And obviously it's way too long for you to be able to see it. What's up, Ashton G? Paul's 21. Everyone wants to drive with that black and green, says Marcus. Jim's is starting 26, but he'll move forward fast. I think so too, Sid. He's a hell of a road course racer. He's a hell of a road course racer. Again, this race is scheduled to start at 11:30 my time. It's 11:12 right now, so 15 minutes before invocation and the start of the race. Well, there you go, Daniel. There you go, Daniel. Maybe you should hang out over there more. Because you ain't going to worry about ever being a mod here.
Series take on the road course here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Did he spin it out yesterday, Thomas? I didn't see that.
Here. More calamity on the back straightaway. He's got to spin.
I don't think I've ever seen a race at the road course here.
Will survive the carnage and he will drive to victory at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
What's up, Willie?
I mean, this is unbelievable. In my wildest dreams, can never.
Briscoe gonna roll off third. I don't know. I have a feeling that Reddick's going to win it today.
Who literally survived last year to get the win.
I have a feeling Reddick or Allmendinger
in the Xfinity Series race. So AJ's won the last two here, and he's hanging out with Parker Kligerman.
Right, Marty, you can almost feel the glow coming off him from the win last year, the win yesterday in Xfinity. I know that had to mean a lot. What's it mean coming back here after having that big win last year?
Well, it's, I mean, this is Indianapolis. At least for me, there's no place other than here. That feeling of winning, kissing the bricks. Last year was amazing, and to be able to do it again yesterday it's just surreal in a way. And
you know, I don't know, Tim. I'm not really sure.
We got this goldfish.
What I'll be snacking on today.
Chevy right now. We struggle a little bit.
The COO, she's taking a nap now. She's not feeling real well. I'm not feeling too hot either.
20th, got some work to do, but we'll try to be there at the end. We saw last year, anything can happen.
You also got to be in a pretty cool photo with a bunch of legends here at Indy. What'd that mean to you to be in that great photo?
Well, every time I say this, my wife tries to
backwards
punch me.
pits might be a factor.
I didn't feel like I belonged there. All the icons of motorsports, I mean, you can go on down the line between A.J. Foyt and Mario Andretti and Rick Mears, Elio, and Jimmy, Scott Dixon, on down the line. I was happy just to be a part of it. I didn't just sneak into the photo. They actually asked me to be in a photo for doing something great here. So truly one of the most coolest and the biggest honor photos.
What's up, Shelby Minnick? How you doing?
Can't wait.
Good luck in another race at Indy.
How you doing today, Shelby?
Well, when you follow a guy like A.J. Allmendinger, whether it's an interview or on a racetrack, it's a lot to follow. But I think on a road course, your expertise has become well known. How good do you feel about the Indy road course today?
I don't know if I'd call it expertise or not, but yeah, we've our Napa Chevy's been okay.
Jeff thinking Blaney's going to win it.
Exactly like we want to be.
Paul picking AJ.
I think it's going to be a bit of a grind today, but you know you're gonna have those weekends. So I'm looking forward to.
I like him a lot, Marcus. I like him.
See what we can do. You know, it's going to be interesting. There's so many different game plans and people in different scenarios as far as points go and playoff situations and people who have to win versus.
All right, I'll be right back, everybody. I'm going to get a quick refill on my water. I'll be right back.
The story of the day is to how guys want to play the stages and who wants those points and who's gonna short them. So we'll try to stay in the fight, try to move forward. We were a good bit off pace yesterday in qualifying, so hopefully made the right decisions last night and try to make the most of whatever the day brings.
You made history this week with your latest win. What's it been like? Because it was kind of odd.
Yeah, you know, look, it's not no race car driver wants to win that way. You know, I would much rather win on track and earn that position. It's a scenario that I don't think anyone wants to be in, including the sanctioning body. You know, and I think they're just they're put in a place with this car that they're making some big statements this year. We saw that earlier in the year with the Roush cars and then obviously last week and then even throughout the week this week. So it's I get it. From trying to enforce things, but on my end personally, it's not how I want to win. I think anybody who knows me knows that, and I want to go and earn it on track, and I don't feel like we were at our best last weekend. So,
all right, Joe, what are we picking as the best paint scheme of the week? What's the best paint scheme of the week?
Just a unique situation that we were just in the spot to end up with the trophy.
Yeah, so I like me some silver bullets.
Try to improve.
No, I didn't open a beer just now, big old dude. I haven't been water.
Try to get one out right.
Having some water today.
Celebrate his way today.
Catching up with Austin Cindric, who I know has a lot of family history here. You've won here in the Xfinity Series, and now you're on the front row for the Cup Series race. What's that mean to you?
It means we got a decent pit stall and a decent shot to win the race today. So I'm looking forward to it. It's obviously an important weekend for myself, our race team, our partners.
Yeah, we'll work through it, Howard. I think we just spent too much time out in the sun yesterday.
It'd be great to give them a great run.
So what do you expect?
A lot of time out in the sun doing some yard work.
How do you hold on to it?
Crazy restarts. Crazy restarts, man. Opportunity corner number one. You look at the end of the race last year, and it's pretty wild. With or without the curbing issues, guys dive bombing and making a 4-5
62
wide.
in the house. Countdown to command. 34 minutes, 54 seconds.
I think that's the best part about having track position is the uncertainty is significantly less the further up you go.
Good luck in those restarts.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, William Byron has had an interesting weekend so far. It started with a hauler fire when the truck got here. Is that all resolved, and how good's the car for the race today?
Yeah, no, the guys did a great job fixing all the damage, and obviously we don't have that hauler anymore, but we're able to salvage the car and parts and pieces. So luckily the car was unscathed, a little smoky. So we had
Byron going to be wearing having the Cronus sponsor today. The new one for me.
Hopefully it made some good adjustments today. We're really loose in practice.
You like the 6 Castro scheme? That's pretty cool, David. I like that one.
Hopefully we have that today. And
should be drinking electrolyte.
Did you get any great advice from the great Mario Andretti? You got to ride in the 2-seater.
Yeah.
If I'm ever feeling down, I eat Brussels sprouts. Not me, bro.
Lifetime experience, really.
I hope Kurt will be back in the seat next race. I think he will, Aaron. I think he will.
I was so shocked by the helmet lift. You know how you get the helmet lift down the straightaway and how that affects your vision, and trying to kind of look around the car to see where I was going. And
so Byron spent some time in one of them open wheel cars this week.
To do that with Mario.
What's up, Roland Olson? How you doing, sir? What's up, Lost Knowledge?
I wanted to try.
Good luck today. Marty, it's been an up and down weekend. Certainly ended with an up with that
Let's
ride
go
with
Kyle
Mario.
Busch, says Jack
Talk
Williams.
about the mic drop from William Byron there, ride with Mario Andretti, which you got to do, Junior. So what's that like?
Yeah, it's kind of scary, but you know, you're riding with Mario Andretti, so you get that opportunity, you take it, man. I mean, it was a cool thing for me, and Mario's great, really awesome guy to spend time with, especially in that kind of a moment. Both of you on the racetrack together.
Speaking of rides around the racetrack here, both of you were not able to run the road course here at Indianapolis. James Hinchcliffe has plenty of experiences. So earlier this weekend, Hinch took Junior to school.
Hey guys, Hinch here, sitting front seat in the Corvette pace car here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. And my driver today, none other than Dale Earnhardt Jr. getting his first laps here at the road course. Right?
So what do we got going on the old YouTube today? I know the Dodgers play later today. Pete's doing some baseball on his channel.
This place is a lot of fun. I mean, I hear the drivers talking about that all the time.
The key to turn 1, though, is actually not carrying too much speed, because you got to set up for turn 2. So you hit your apex, don't let it exit all the way.
Oh, a lot of curve right there.
I love it. A little loose on power, that's normal.
Now, I don't know where to go here. I can't see, it's so flat.
There's no brake markers in turn 4. It's so easy to overdo it. But again, you got to really focus on the exit here, because now it's the flat out chicane. Take all the curb on the left, all the curb on the right. Get your hands straight, hard on the power. How was that? That was pretty good, man. It's like you've done this
Tim says, can you show the lineup? I can go over it with you. I can't show it, bro. I don't have it set up for that.
All the curb again in turn 8. All the curb and then some dirt if you want.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Nice.
We're breaking all the rules, Hinch.
We're breaking all the records, man.
Yeah, until the... Oh, I got a raw feed here. I can show you the lineup. Let's go check it out.
Last little section. Late apex for the last one.
What's up, Sheila? I'm doing all right.
A little better.
Nailed it.
All right, so here's the lineup, y'all. I'll show you the top 10, then we'll go 11 through 20. But it's Reddick, Cindric, Briscoe, Bell, Logano, Blaney, McDowell, Elliott, Gillen, Busch, and Suarez.
All right, Hinch, that looked like a lot of fun. You've raced here on that racetrack.
Then we
over
got
a dozen
Keselowski,
times.
Burton, Amarola, Hamlin, Buescher, Haley, Harvick, Wallace, Allmendinger, Chastain, Larson, Byron, Custer, Truex,
1 to 2, 5, 6, 7, all the way through 10. So
then Gibbs back there, 26, and Bowman, Dillon,
then you're out of place for the next one, and you lose way more time on exit.
Ware,
so you got to think about not overdriving 1
Hesman's
or 2,
new
not
name,
overdriving the entry to
Jones,
4, and then losing all the way down to 7. Not
Kvyat,
overdriving 7, because that's
another
going to
new
hurt you all the
name,
way to 10.
Williams,
and not only that,
and
you gotta take
Stenhouse.
care of your
I know
tires. All these
Amarola
long,
is
fast
dropping
corners,
to the back of
really
the
hard on these
field
tires.
due
You
to
can be fast for a lap.
a
You got to make it last the whole stint. So there's a lot of tricks to this
an
place.
engine
Man, where were you
change.
30 years ago? I could have used some of that information. Marty, I wish I'd have had him. He'd have made me a lot better at road racing.
Hey, Hinch, I'm curious. I know he's right here, and I know he can hear us, and I don't care. You had to be a little scared riding with Junior. I mean, come on. Drivers are the worst passengers.
Look, traditionally, yes, drivers are terrible passengers, but hey, man, when your driver is Dale Earnhardt Jr., you can sleep a little bit easier the night before. And honestly, he killed it. It was a lot of fun.
You hadn't ridden with him, obviously.
In a rental car.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I learned so much just in those few laps with Hinch. I'm so grateful for it. It really prepared me for today.
All right, coming up next, let's hear from Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch. How did they feel about last
All right,
week's
so there we
DQ?
go. We're ready to
Find
go.
out next.
All right, we go to a commercial break. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, Gibbs was in there yesterday. Chastain was too. You got to stay hydrated. No doubt, man. No doubt. I was out there all day yesterday and this morning. Allmendinger won the Xfinity race. Truth. Does the race yesterday have anything to do with where the drivers line up today? No. Negative. But we're getting real close to the invocation and the national anthem, y'all. Oh shit, I'm still not on camera. He is. He's very young. What's up, Andrew E? Bowman ran yesterday, too, in the Xfinity Series. 71 in the house, y'all. Sick hat. It's the one I've worn all year. Bubba was driving the 18 yesterday and something happened that knocked him out on the second lap. Huh. I haven't watched NASCAR in a couple years. A lot of faces have changed. Just say up, Knuckles. How you doing, man? Pork chops and potatoes for lunch? There you go. There you go, Sheila. Man, everything is growing so fast in Arizona here, y'all. Everything just growing. I just got the yard done, and it's already overgrown again. All right, I might be out of sync here with the TV. Let's see if we can sync it back up again. Let's see if we can get her synced back up again. So it's about a 20-second. I'm not sure, Greg Davis. I hope to get about 100, but we'll see. We'll see. I could use 100 to close out the month. I don't know why none of this stuff is updating anymore, though. It's the subscriber count hasn't moved. I've restarted the computer a number of times. So I don't know if YouTube is having issues with their alerts again or what. Beef short ribs and a Caesar salad with chopped boiled eggs covered in ranch dressing. Yeah, I was out there this morning, Sheila, with the roundup in the backyard around the turf. Had to pull the weeds from the edges of the turf in the back there. But yeah, we're gonna. This is the end of the month here, okay, for us YouTubers. So starting tomorrow, it's a brand new month, and I've got some stuff I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start doing that Amazon influencer stuff pretty heavy here. So that's gonna take up some of my time. Applying for the Walmart 5% back card, and I can switch from eating all this fast food. There you go, Marcus. Man, we had a great dinner last night. We had a steak, brats, baked taters, corn on the cob, all that stuff. All right, let's listen in.
Denny, last week was one of the most unusual we've seen in NASCAR in recent years. You went home with the trophy and the champagne. I understand the trophy may have made it here this weekend, but didn't go home with the victory. How did you resolve the disqualification, and then why did you choose to have some kind of fun with it?
Well, I mean, if you can't have fun with it, then what are you doing? You know, my Instagram post was.
Hey, appreciate it, Daniel.
Gave Chase actually a heads up, say, hey, just don't get offended.
Appreciate it, Daniel Koppel.
But you know, certainly from what I saw from the people, they enjoyed it. We were making light of a tough situation for our 11 team. It certainly was tough. It was the biggest.
There you go, Sheila.
And the toughest part was explaining to my kids on the car ride to the airport how we didn't win. You know, because what they just saw was that we won, but. It took a long conversation with them, but ultimately, you know, NASCAR made a decision that we've got to live by, and we just hope that, you know, other teams, if ever in that position, show the transparency that Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota did this week.
and the checkered flag. Is anyone taking that away?
I told Chase that if you want the checker flag, you're going to have to fight Taylor for it. He conceded the loss on that one.
I think that's a good way to look at it, and I think a good way to look at today is Denny Hamlin will be a factor before today is over.
So we're a week removed from the disqualification. I know that's a frustrating thing. Also, what's the update a week later on the contract situation?
What's up, James Hill, Benny?
Right now, just a lot of good conversations.
What's up, Marcus Shakur?
Just nice to have support
71
from
in the chat. Share it out, y'all. What's up, Eric?
Within the garage area, within the industry. So that's positive, but nothing of substance yet.
Kevin Harvick, a champion, a guy you've raced against for a long time, recently just said that he would love to have you as a teammate. What's that mean to you to hear that from a competitor like that?
Well, we've certainly had our differences over the years, that's for sure. But obviously, over time, guys grow up, people grow up. I've grown up, he's grown up. Our kids are growing up, right? So, a lot has happened over the years, but he and I respect each other, respect each other's talent. There's a lot of other individuals in this garage area that I've got good relationships with. I wouldn't call them friends. They're all enemies, they're competitors. So, but we at least are cordial with one another. But it's just, again, it's nice to have that reassuring feeling within the garage area, within the industry, from other
So just a few races left in that M&M's for the Candyman there.
Kyle and have a Kyle Busch be in their team and help them prosper and get better and to uplift any organization that'd be willing to have me. So again, it's a great feeling and thankful for that, but ready to put that aside for right now and go out here and drive this M&M's Camry as hard as I can to just go out there and get a good finish today.
You seem to be in such good spirits. Does that mean we're closer to knowing where you're racing next year?
Hey, man, I'm always in good spirits. It's just a matter of how you catch me, right? But, no, I mean, again, it's nice to feel wanted and have some reassurance out there, so that's a positive of it.
I'll take that as a positive mindset for Kyle Busch, and obviously in good spirits even with all that's going on with the contract situation.
Some interesting comments there from Kyle Busch. And Junior, tomorrow's August 1st. I mean, TikTok.
Trying to get everything synced up here. What's up, Doug Cutler? What's up, Thomas Haas?
I mean, he said he wants to say.
Really want Cedric to pull one out of the bag, but keep an eye on McDowell.
Yeah, I think so. I think
45 likes, 79 watching.
Sort of a vision of how it might go. Didn't play out that way.
He's going to be back at Gibbs. I kind of starting to feel that way too all of a sudden today.
This was dragging on that it had turned the way it turned, and now I think over the last couple of weeks the reality's setting in of what the options truly are for Kyle. And he's done the homework. He's called around the industry asking everyone for not only advice but where they think he should go, what they think he should do.
This is the only place that Earnhardt had to get out of his car after one lap and let someone else drive because of a bad wreck the week before. Interesting.
We've heard some
India.
really important things in the last couple of days about what he might do to stay at Gibbs. I think we weren't hearing that 2 weeks ago.
I'll take less money being one of them.
That's
and that
right.
certainly has been a topic and certainly something, one of the off-track topics we'll be keeping our eye on.
I doubt it, Doug. I doubt it, man.
Just a few miles apart in Mexico find their way to the top of motorsports in the United States in two totally different series. The story of childhood friends, IndyCar driver Pato O'Ward and Cup Series Daniel Suarez next.
Busch ain't going nowhere.
Countdown to green is brought.
All right, so we're headed to a commercial break here, and we should be getting to the race right after that. So an 82-lap race today, y'all. 82-lap race. It's the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. NASCAR Cup Series racing here on Valhalla Sports Talk. They said that they were narked on because they went right to the point where the tape was. He's way back there, 18th. 18th. Yeah, no wins this year, Knuckles, for Harvick. He's struggling, man. Eric predicts Suarez is going to win today. All right, we're pushing 100 in the chat. Pushing 100 up in here, up in here. Welcome. Remember, I go off camera for the invocation and the national anthem. Then we come back, and then we're going to rate the Start Your Engines on a scale from 1 to 10. Hey, Butterfly, good morning. Good morning, Butterfly. How you doing? $102 up in here, up in here. Reddick, Cindric on the front row for today's race. What's up, 11 Zone? Well, you got to follow the rules, but the penalty was pretty harsh. Yeah, I bet you that tape makes a big difference, especially where they were talking about that it was. Little commercial for some Applebee's. All right, back to it, y'all.
Let's get DJ on this crossover weekend. This gets my vote as the coolest moment so far. All the winners from Indianapolis as a two-time Brickyard winner. What did this moment mean to you?
Yeah, it's one of the most incredible opportunities I've had in my professional career. To see that group be a part of that picture was just amazing. There are 44 wins here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway in those 22 that were a part of that. And then asked Mario Andretti to join me in kissing the bricks because obviously
appreciate it, Marcus.
Before we started that tradition. And
I like Applebee's. I like Applebee's too.
IndyCar and Cup Series
They got a sneaky good hamburgers, y'all.
So how is it that two kids from Monterrey, Mexico found their way into that small group and realized their racing dreams 1,500 miles from home? Here's a story of how Cup Series driver Daniel Suarez and IndyCar driver Pat O'Ward made it big.
Howie Roxon reacts. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. I appreciate that, man. Lets me fix this.
Amigos are out in force here at Sonoma today. Daniel Suarez is going to be the toast of the town.
So we both started racing in El Autódromo, right by the airport.
That's how I met Pato, right there.
Right there. We learned how to drive cars that were slippery. Did you always race with number 4?
Yeah, that was my number.
I remember they called these the Tornado. Tornado? Yeah, because it would lift the wheel when you would turn. So when I was growing up, I didn't start watching the races up until I was 8, 9.
So there we go, that's fixed now.
Are actually guys that I'm racing right now, which is Power and Dixon.
Yeah. So that's kind of funny. For me, it was quite
Looks like I could use a monster today.
I was going to be a race car driver. Once my father asked me that question, he said to me, hey, if you're good enough and if you work hard, you can actually do this at your job.
Kenneth says time for him to take a little break.
So yeah, he was always on like a higher category than I was. But then you won this and then you went straight to Xfinity and you won.
There was a time I would say that we lost a little bit of contact to each other, but I would say that I always knew what he was doing.
Patricio Award from Mexico.
Maybe some emergency vitamin C? I already drank 2 glasses of OJ.
More because of a friendship. Right now, Mexico.
Maybe I just need a nap.
Never had years like what they are currently living right now. Danny and Nascar being successful. Me and IndyCar.
Look at how red I am, y'all, from the sun.
It's cool to see, and especially for us because we grew up in the same place.
You know, Junior, I think the other part of this story is they have created a pathway for so many drivers to say, hey, if they did it, I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Daniel's getting a lot of attention from a lot of race car drivers across the globe. But I think one thing that's key to this is also the next-gen car. How similar it is in components. The independent rear suspension, there's a long list of things that I think makes it more appealing to drivers across the world. So we've kind of moved ourselves a little bit closer. We're in that conversation as a pathway for just about anybody.
Okay,
what's
guys,
up, Tyler Roberts?
On the clock, 20 seconds to talk about a driver who's caught your eye this weekend. Let's do a non-race winners version. DJ,
all right, we'll see you when you get back, Jay.
Must-win time for those guys?
100% must win. And in my opinion, I think we're going to have 16 winners at the very least. But I'm going to tell you.
So what do we got, including this race? It's 5 weeks to go before the playoffs start?
They've shown me nothing that tells me that today might be that day. I think they've got a lot of work to do here.
I'm going to go to Kevin Harvick here next. He's absolutely in a must-win situation. Too far back in the points to make this happen. He's got 2 career road course wins. The last one coming in 2017.
That gear wrench scheme for Harvick is sick, y'all. It is absolutely sick.
This year, 4th in Sonoma. Do we look forward to Michigan? He's won 4 out of the last 6 there. Maybe. We shouldn't look forward, but he's got a good shot there.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with Michael McDowell. Obviously, we know about the 100-point penalty that is pending there with their appeal, but he's a great road racer. So we have 2 more opportunities.
All right, so we're sitting at 10,069 on the subscriber count. 10069. So, man, we should hit 10,100 fairly easy today. I hope.
Can win. He's 15 points. Lost a few points over the last couple weeks to Martin Truex Jr. Runner-up here last year. And you remember how he won that race at the road.
What's up, SD Gaming?
Hey, he was there.
What's up, Tyler?
When things started happening at the end, it could be there.
David says hi, and he'd share it on his Facebook. Appreciate it.
Be there in Victory Lane when it's over.
Last time I checked, only 1 lap counts. The last
right.
one, and that's what he did at the Roval a couple of years ago. I like that line too.
Willie says, Marcus, I love cherry amp, cherry lime, F-bomb, rip it, my favorite energy drinks.
Let's get that fantasy lineup set.
Interesting.
That's coming up next. Countdown to Green is brought to you by.
All right, so another commercial break, and when we get back, we should get this thing going. Eric says, always supporting Suarez, Latin America pride. Greetings from Costa Rica. Shout out to Costa Rica. What's up, Jacob? Giants are going to sell Peterson? You think so? What's up, Brian? Hit Zone 37. How you doing, sir? QC, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? QC in the house. Tyler wants the 11 car to win today's race. Purple Haze is a Mariners fan up in Seattle, Washington. Any guesses on how many cautions today? I really don't know, Thomas. I haven't never seen a race here, so I'm not really sure. This channel is going on 3 years now. We're at about 2.5. 11 zone. Good to hear you're doing good, QC. Hey, appreciate it, 11 zone. What's up, Xavier? How you doing? Kyle Busch gonna win today, says Eric. Get going. 111 up in here. Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. NASCAR Cup Series action from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. If you're new, hit the subscribe, give the video a like, and turn on the bell notification so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. Smack that Harvick win like button. Hell yeah. Jeff thinks there'll be like 10 cautions on a road course. That would be really weird, wouldn't it? 10 would make for a long day. Let's get back to the Brickyard.
Contest for each NASCAR Cup Series race throughout the season. NASCAR Pick'em is available for download now on the NBC Sports Predictor app, powered by PointsBet, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. Hey, DJ, let's
Nobody cares, Daniel. Nobody cares what you're doing on another channel.
Okay, let's make this as simple as we possibly can. The man has won 3 out of the last 5 races. It's plus 600. So
nobody cares.
Simple math. If you put $1 on Chase Elliott,
and if I see you type the name in there again, you'll be going too.
If you put 10, he's going to get 60. If you got a little extra change and won about 100, you'd win $600 if Chase wins today.
There you go. Now you understand.
I got it.
I'm surprised Austin Cindric is the favorite. So,
yeah.
so how do we do? We're gonna reveal our picks. The booth guys out first here. So let's see what everybody picked. Right.
So you can make a bet to pick even or odd in NASCAR? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
9 in there. Look at that. So my Austin Cindric.
Well, what's up,
Jeff
Ivy
Burton,
Daniel?
How about that? So
I didn't know you could make an odd or even bet for NASCAR races.
There you
Why
go.
not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. So DJ, who did you wind up picking today?
Okay, so I already had this, but Junior just convinced me when he said that the 12 of Ryan Blaney can win. I say he does win today.
Oh, very good. I like that. I think they're going
All
to be
right,
really
so
good on
Jeff
long
picks
runs.
Cindric,
Yeah, it's hot like
Steve
this. I
picks
think that's gonna
Suarez.
be a big key today. All right, Junior, who you got?
If you guys want to get your picture with the winning car, we're standing right next to it. All right, it's Tyler Reddick. He's on the pole.
Junior picks
He's on the
Reddick?
pole, and he won the last road course
In that
race at
8th
Road
that he used to
America.
drive?
It's easy.
Hey, Reddick. Junior just picked you. Junior just picked you to win the race, by the way. So there you go. All right. I'm gonna go with Chase Briscoe. I think Chase Briscoe so quick this weekend.
Yep.
He's got a lot of speed. Can they hang on at the end of a run?
Not sure. 606 accountability. Not sure where you can watch it online.
I just have a little extra motivation.
I know NASCAR usually does in-car cameras on their YouTube channel.
Today, so that's going to be fun to watch. Gorgeous afternoon here at the Brickyard. Perfect summer day. Let's get the pre-race ceremonies underway.
All right, here we go.
from
Here goes the
Indianapolis.
invocation and national anthem. I'll be back, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as joint forces from the Indiana National Guard present our nation's colors. Please welcome Casey Clark from Parkside Bible Church for today's invocation.
Lord God, we thank you today for your kindness towards us in giving us a beautiful day to enjoy the sport of racing. We ask that you would protect the drivers, their crews, and the fans today. And we ask that you would give comfort to the families of the victims in the recent shootings in Greenwood. Finally, Lord, we ask for our country that you would turn hearts to you. May you get the glory in everything done today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, international gospel music recording artist and Indianapolis native, Lamar Campbell.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, a little flyover from some F-18s. Two of them. We're back at it.
Jeff Burton, Steve Letarte, and after a quick elevator ride, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Almost time for racing from Indy.
All right, so we go to a commercial break. When they get back, we'll get the command. You like Chastain's paint scheme today? How can I see the race? Yeah, we won't show the race on here, Paul. It's a watch party. We're not allowed to show the race. No, she's taking a nap. Hey, no problem setting it. That's why I do it, buddy. That's why I do it. I saw Kenny Wallace give a rant about the tape that disqualified Hamlin and Busch. That hydro boat racing is crazy, Purple Haze. I've seen that a couple times live. back when I was much younger, but it's crazy. Shit's dangerous. 104 in the chat, though. No problem, Paul. 70 likes. Let's hit the like, y'all. What's up, Dab Dave? It used to be back in Lake Tahoe, they would have those hydro boat races, and all the boats would be sponsored by casinos. Chris Sane says, let's go Kurt Busch. Tyler likes the 4-car. Me too, Tyler. That Ford gear wrench car is sick. What's up, Andy Guillen? Good morning, Andy. All right, but remember, the command to start engines is coming up. We got to rank it on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being best. Big clouds moving in. Big clouds moving in. We'll probably get some rain this afternoon. Boat racing is sweet. Hi from West Michigan. What's up, Walter Scott? How you doing, man? All right, let's get back to it.
And Pocono again. With just 5 races before the playoffs, momentum is definitely on the 11-team side.
For the first time since 1960, NASCAR has disqualified a winner.
The rules have tightened up and everyone has to abide by our new rules, which everybody's well aware of.
Indianapolis is a special place, no matter if it's the rectangle or the road course.
Racing inside of that oval is something that gives me a red face every time I drive in.
The challenges are the flat, long, sweeping corners.
You have some very slow technical sections, and you have some very, very fast sections as well.
That's kind of normal for us, Butterfly, for the monsoons. It's pretty normal
It's
here.
just very hard to get your car to kind of work the way you want it to work there.
The 14 was clearly under penalty for cutting the course. I'm sure he knew it, and then he wrecked you.
It's time for NASCAR Cup Series racing. The Verizon 200 at the Brickyard, the most famous racetrack in the world, built back in 1909.
100 in the chat, y'all. We're just kind of stuck there.
Even more legendary when they were able to win at this racetrack. Alongside the mayor, Jeff Burton, and our crew chief, Steve Letarte, Rick Allen with you. Jeff, what are the emotions?
30 subscribers away from 10,100.
When you walk on this pit road before the race, it's like nothing else. You walk out here, you know the history that was made here. Remember, that history wasn't made here by NASCAR. It was made by another series. And you respect that. You come here as a guest. And this is a place that you want to win at because you have so much respect for what's happened here.
Well, you want to win, Rick, but we're also getting to the point in the regular season where wins are going to matter the most, right? When you look at Chase Elliott, 7 career road course wins. He's won this year, but he hasn't won on the road course. Trying to kind of pad that points lead, try to have a better opportunity to get to the playoffs. But, Jeff, at the back of the playoff leaderboard, 2 other names, Truex and Blaney, they want to get this 0 next to the name off their shoulders to go to victory lane.
And they need to.
So our next scheduled stream, y'all, the next scheduled stream after this one is tomorrow night for Dodgers Giants. We'll probably do all 4 of the Dodgers Giants games.
Road course king. He hasn't seen a top 5 on a road course in over almost a year. So he's starting 25th on top of that. So he's going to have to rally and find a way to get to the front.
And Rick, no matter how good your driver is or your car, you're going to have to call the race correctly. Teams, crew chiefs, everybody has to be on the same plan today.
And everybody right now is on the same plan. It's time to fire the engines. Let's
all right, here we go. Here's the command.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome Verizon Crisis Response Manager and volunteer firefighter from Helen, Pennsylvania.
Welcome back, David.
Andrew Fusco.
Drivers, start your engines.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. You had all week to practice.
AJ Allmendinger won it a year ago. Can he go back-to-back? He won Xfinity yesterday.
You had all week to practice, bruh. 3 of 10 on the Valhalla scale.
Beautiful day in Baltimore.
3 of 10 on the Valhalla scale. Low 6, 5, 6.5, 5. Daniel predicting 6 cautions, a 5 from David. That's a 3. Not gonna lie, that kind of sucked. What's up, Bobby? How you doing, dude? What's up, Bobby? 5, 4.5. What's up, Dean? Harshberger. What's up, Dean? Minus 100. Lane 2.5. T-Van minus 4. Only a 2 from John Draper, a 5 from Brian Hitzone. That's a 4, says Jeffrey Adams. That guy gets a 4 out of 10. 0, says Eric. 1.2, says Knuckles. Tyler said it's a 10. Tyler lies. Lie detected. In the chat. All right, so the engines are revved. Race condition orange. Harvick, please bring out the warm-up laps flag, sir. Go Team Chevrolet, says Willie. One more like for 80, says Butterfly. How's your kitty cat doing there, Butterfly? I was being really generous with that 6.5. I think you were too. I think you were too. All right, they're doing their little race intro music, so I can't play that, y'all, but I'll get you to the telecast as soon as it comes out. Feeling good today, Valhalla. About to take some friends out for a booze cruise on my boat for the first time. There you go, buddy. Enjoy. Enjoy, man. I hope that summit starts up. I hope it starts up. Have a great day, though, Bobby. You deserve it. What's up, El Pepe? Let's get him again, Chase Elliott. No, thank you for always greeting everyone. No, Mookie Betts won't be racing today, but I heard he's playing second base today for the Dodgers. As long as a Chevy wins, I'm cool with that. Beers on deck for Chris. Do I like IndyCar? Not really. What's up, Mark? What's up, Mark Wiskowski? He's going for that 18, 22, and 17 today. All right, this is a long song for this dude. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Butterfly. I'm sorry to hear that. Always tough when you lose one of your fur babies. Sorry to hear that. All right, let's get to it. Bobby says, I hope so too. We spent $4,000 rebuilding motors. That's all I remember about boats, man. Everybody I ever knew that had boats, they always would put them in the water, and you had to hope like hell that some bitch started up.
Todd Gilliland making his career best start inside the top 10. The North Carolina native excited.
Second base every 7 days.
Denny Hamlin, big news this week, trying to bounce back. He'll be in row 8. Behind
yeah,
him,
but sorry to hear about that, Butterfly. I know that was bugging you.
A little bit further back in the lineup, Ross Chastain. He's already won at a road course.
116 in the house. Cars are on the track at the Indianapolis road course.
Cup Series champion.
Yeah, we have an F1 racer in the field. Dan Kvyat back there in row 18. 110 F1 starts. 3 podiums in his career. He's jumped over and going to join the NASCAR crowd here this weekend.
Indiana native Chase Briscoe
going purple with Bushel. Oh, Busher, you mean Purple Haze?
Him up on the radio, Jeff.
Hey, Chase, it's Burton. You got us?
I got you, buddy.
Man, we've watched you win an Xfinity race here, run very well in the Cup car also. Tell us what's so important. What's the most important part of this racetrack?
Yeah, I think just trying to keep your tires underneath you. It seems like you definitely have quite a bit of fall off here, just keeping the rears,
116 in the house. No, I'm a Viking fan, Tyler Roberts. I'm a Minnesota Viking fan.
For the slow speed stuff to get back going. So hopefully I can save them good today. Be there at the end of these long runs because it seems like that's typically where it pays off.
Well, you have a lot of friends and family here today. How important would it be to you to win this race?
Yeah, I mean, it'd mean everything. I mean, for me, I rank this right there with the Daytona 500. Just from a personal standpoint, I think every race car driver wants to win Indianapolis, but whenever it's your
Just filled the fuel tanks to Valhalla, $1,500. How big is that boat, Bobby? $1,500 to put gas in a boat?
Definitely want to win there with fans and beat them.
I've heard a lot of people say the best days about having a boat are the day you buy it and the day you sell it.
Appreciate it, guys.
It would definitely be a great one with Chase Briscoe.
Boats and jets are money pits, cheaper to rent them. Same with swimming pools.
Giving us a view of different areas around.
Now Pepe says, how did the hamburger introduce his girlfriend?
So
hey, meet Patty.
Rutledge Wood in his city view, currently at Sarah Fisher Racing.
After my bike accident today, I lied to the x-ray technician that I was fine, but they saw right through me. You used that one before, sir. Recycled joke.
IndyCar driver and her husband. They've been racing all week long. We've seen team
How the hell is the cost $1,500 to fill up a boat?
If you're not lucky enough to qualify for one of the races at the big track, come on down here to Speedway, just off of Main Street.
How big is that sumbitch?
Appreciate that, Rutledge. And our own Parker Kligerman yesterday was
Boat
in
stands for Breakout another 1,000.
Xfinity Series. He's switched over and now on pit road for us. Parker.
Right, Rick. And what does it mean to win here at Indy? Well, when you're named after four-time Indy 500 champion A.J. Foyt, which is a case for A.J. Allmendinger, after winning last year, he got to be a part of a photo yesterday morning.
123 in the house as we are about to go green for the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard.
He went over to A.J. Foyt and said, can I have a personal photo? A.J. obliged. He told me that photo is the most meaningful personal photo he's had in his entire life. He'll start 20th today.
I've started a boating business from my attic. The sales are going through the roof.
Elliott is on the road courses. 7 of his 17 wins have come on tracks like these.
38-foot Topaz. It's a sport fishing boat. It has a 500-gallon tank. What?
I'm going to show you where the orange commitment box is, because somebody blew that yesterday, and if you blow it today, you can be penalized and lose all the gain you've made on the day, Marty.
Dave, the off-track
no, I won't be showing the race, Authentic Trev.
For 2311 Racing from RCR. In 2024, Randall Burnett's crew chief told me
our boat's nickname was Robo, says Knuckles.
But since then, we have really put it behind us as a race team. And he had a meeting with his team a few weeks ago.
All right, Harvick, park that warm-up laps car. The beer number 4 car.
We can get past this as a race team. And since then, Rick, they have been very focused, and they are terrific at road course races. 3 of the last 4 races, Tyler Reddick has finished inside the top 5 on the pole for the second time today, trying to get his second Cup win.
Definitely focused on getting back to victory lane for Tyler Reddick, but what will they have have to do. They'll have to take
I like the Washington Commanders because I'm from Maryland. There you go, Tyler.
Take us around here. Junior, you're out there with Hinch yesterday.
All right, so let's see where this course goes.
They're going to be 3, 4, 5 wide, trying to funnel down into turn 1, getting pushed off into the grass. A lot of contact right through that corner. Also coming around turn 4 is going to be interesting. A blind apex there. Expect to see some guys miss that as well.
Then it leads into turn 7, a heavy braking zone, an opportunity to pass. And then a much slower section. You got to use a lot of patience through 10 and 11. That leads to 12. A lot of braking issues at 12.
So 14 turns at the Indy Road Course.
Really important. Possibly setting up passings down into turn 1.
Well, looks like 2 long straightaways between 14 and 1 and in that 6 area.
That's turn 13, a left-hander. But if you're going to come to pit road, you're going to go swing in a little further. You're going to come down this area here. So if we zoom in a little bit, you're going to see that entry, and then it comes to the left. Go as fast as you want.
Yeah, let's get 100 by the green flag, y'all.
Pit road speed line. This is the yellow line right here. We have it every other race.
The Lord as my strength checks in.
Getting on to pit road, Rick. Kind of the same way on exit. We know
I'd be okay with that.
Long pit lane here at Indianapolis. Well,
but no politics.
You cross that yellow line, and then it's hammered down as fast as you can go to the right of turn 1.
It has 2 big Detroit diesels powering a Valhalla. A day on the water usually costs $500 in fuel. That's crazy, bro.
We expect to see a lot of green.
That is nuts.
Dave mentioned it. A lot of people had issues.
But man, I hope you have fun, bro. I'm shocked you aren't already out there.
If you have seen the Indianapolis 500, you know that the cars
because it's already getting late here. It's noon here.
Not
so 3 o'clock where you're at.
Clockwise motion around this track, and so that's a situation that these.
I'm not sure, Walter. I'm not sure. I think probably about 6.
More stories before the green flag flies. Let's go back to pit road.
What's up, D. Marie?
Well,
How
Rick,
you doing, girl?
It's been no secret this year that the Toyotas have struggled on the road courses, but then yesterday, Christopher Bell lit up the timesheets, being in the top 5 for most of practice.
What's up, big dog? Big dog in the house. Woof, woof.
Man, we've been so bad. It was gratifying to have the speed.
Setting says I'm rooting for Briscoe, Larson, and Chastain. There you go.
Zones. We saw a lot of time gained under the brakes. Christopher Bell doing a great job in those brake zones. Keep an eye on that 20 car in the brake zones, Dave.
Ross Chastain will be in the number 1 for Trackhouse Racing as always today, and you'll recall that his first career win was on the very technical Circuit of the Americas, COTA, where he won earlier this year. Ran this race yesterday in the Xfinity
So yeah, someone mentioned in the chat earlier that they're pitting like backwards this week, and it's true. Usually the driver is on the inside wall when he pits. This time he's on the out. His passenger side is on the outside wall. We're leaving now. I'm going to take them through the Cape Cod Canal and pull up to a floating restaurant on the Cape. There you go, buddy. That sounds like fun, bro. What's up, Brontosaurus?
But he told me earlier this week, more importantly, it's the crew members that are gone.
Gaming with Andrew says, hi, Valhalla. I was at Pocono last week. It was amazing. Nice, dude.
Really affects things in a track position race. Could that be a factor?
140 in the house as we're about to go green in the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard.
Maybe even a better job. Oh, wait, Rick. He's sitting in a nice, calm, air-conditioned location with his computer out.
Kyle Busch going to crash today, you think?
Pit crew members to get the tires changed.
Want to take a look at the playoff standings. Again, just 5 races, including this one.
Pace car has them doubled up here.
That means 5 opportunities for a driver that's not
still quite a few trying to catch up to the back of the field there, though.
In this playoff standing picture.
3 likes away from 90.
Martin Truex Jr. right now in on points, but the possibility of one of these drivers that are either not yellow or below that cutoff line winning.
3 likes away from 90.
The playoff picture definitely looming, especially over the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. All right,
buddy. You have a great day, Bobby. Go catch some fish, drink some brewskis.
Listening to his radio.
All right, boys. Got 5 weeks. Got
Knuckles says Harvick is why I started eating Jimmy John's. Man, I wish I still had a Jimmy John's today. That'd be good.
The rest of the 4 weeks here.
Bit off topic, but rip Bill Russell. Russell died today, I heard.
Steve, how many
Yeah.
stops is the
Rest in peace to a Laker great.
What are your options?
Well, when you look at this race and you start to break it down,
Celtic great.
an 82-lap race. So it's a minimum of 2 pit stops. The first stage very quick, it's only 15 laps long. The second stage a little bit longer in 20 laps. Then a long final stage. So I think you got to see strategy all over the board. We'll keep you up to date on what everybody's doing, but
red flags like last year.
Fuel, it really just depends on how important you think those Goodyear tires are.
A year ago, AJ Allmendinger stopped 4 times, but he also wouldn't
James
have won
says,
the race.
"Mic it up, y'all."
11 and the 14.
Let's go for number 8. Chase Elliott's is authentic Trev.
That was the
All right, pace car to pit road.
We were looking at there, and now the field back into the hands of the front row and Tyler Reddick, the 26-year-old that is leading the field to the green flag at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard. About to get underway. Reddick, Cindric, into the.
All right, here we go. Green flag. Green flag is out.
Great restart for that
at Indy.
On your screen, Tyler Reddick, way clear. Looking through the middle.
Here they go, turn 1.
A lot of 3 wide, 4 wide, back in the back, 5 wide. Oh, contact, the 31's going
31 going around.
Already. Around goes.
He gets it going. We stay under green.
Straighten back out again. And so
I'll get you to the stat page as soon as it becomes active, y'all.
Probably wasn't expecting 5 wide.
Here we go.
You can expect it here. It's going to happen all day long. He started 17th. He's got a lot of ground to make up now.
Well, there's your running order, y'all.
Down into 7, still some more cars trying to outbreak. 3 wide here.
All right, it's Reddick in the lead. Cindric second, Briscoe third. Still navigating lap 1 at the Indianapolis road course.
This is a very slow, technical part of the racetrack. This is turn 11 that they're approaching. Very difficult braking zone into turn 12. We see a lot of right
144 up in here, up in here.
Right here and some flat spots. Got to be really smart.
Look at Hamlin, way deep.
Hamlin making up some ground on the inside there.
two rookies outside of him here, Harrison Burton and that Dex 21.
This leads to the front straightaway, so you got to get this thing sorted out.
So there are stages in this race. Stage 1 is 15 laps. We're on lap 1 of 15 for stage 1, 2 of 82 for the race.
First lap.
Dodgers game about to start soon, folks, for you Dodger fans.
Yeah, we've got a battle for second as Briscoe.
Battle between Briscoe and the 2 cars. Cindric for second.
Cindric trying to hang on, though, as he thunders back on the inside of that turn.
Yeah, that was impressive, making that outside work in turn 2. Oh, we got another car around. Ross Chastain.
Chastain around, as is the 27. But they get it going again.
Loris Hesselman in the
Reddick's lead about 10 car lengths over second place Austin Cindric.
Oh, car off track. Denny Hamlin way back. He's spinning out.
Hamlin spinning out.
Denny Hamlin goes around.
Now he gets it going. Still under green.
This was the start of the race.
They're wrecking all over.
Yeah, just 5 wide, getting into corner.
It's a hell of a paint scheme, Brontosaurus. I like it too, that Castrol paint scheme.
Aggressive.
This is more contact that spins Chastain around. The 17 of Buescher and the 23.
We're only 2 laps in. We've had 3 cars spin out, but we're still under green.
He's got it under control, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the car just goes around.
Who is that missed Hamlin there?
All that work that the drivers put in qualifying, Steve, all that work is now gone. Those guys that lost track position, now they got to go try to find it again.
Tyler Reddick's lead over Cindric, 1.7 seconds.
B, C, D. First of all, make sure you have no damage on your race car, and then start working on how you can try to find a way to give some positions back to your
Elliott lurking as usual, says Big Dog.
Down into turn 1, the hard right-hander as we get 1 car on pit
multiple
road.
spin-outs, no doubt, Big Dog. I saw that.
Dave.
Better chance for Harvick.
Steve, if Denny had anything to tell his crew chief, Chris Gabard,
someone's coming off pit road.
Because as you know, this place is so big, coming down the front straightaway is
couldn't catch the number there.
Communication you can have, but he didn't tell Chris anything. When Chris and I talked just a few minutes ago,
Harvick battling with Hamlin. No, that's Amarola. Excuse me.
Yeah, something wrong
and
with
Hamlin.
11. He got into Eric.
Hamlin just punched Amarola to get past him.
Stay on track.
I want to say the way he spun out through this little back and forth switchback of 5 and 6. The last
Suarez moving out, up says sit for brains.
Had the car under control, had gotten off track, and then out of nowhere, the car goes around.
Shirley Bostrom in the house. How you doing, Shirley?
Smoke in these braking areas.
Can I just say that was an eventful 3 laps? I mean,
it ain't over.
It's Hamlin in the FedEx car, Butterfly. Hamlin, Denny Hamlin.
Shows you how important track position is right off the start of this race, an 82-lap race.
They appreciate it, Shirley.
Keep it and just the aggression early. Look at the 7 of LaJoy sideways.
This is in the back of the pack, and these guys are racing hard. We don't often see just how hard and intense the racing is back in the back half of the field. Maybe
hey, no problem, Brontosaurus.
More mistake prone than in the front of the field.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in that 47, just behind the 11.
Yeah, no doubt,
Hamlin,
no doubt.
Putting a lot of pressure on Hamlin.
And Hamlin misses every corner.
Lap 4 of 15 in stage 1, 4 of 82 in the race. Tyler Reddick now leading by 2.2 seconds over Austin Cindric.
Bell here in the Toyota.
Bell and Briscoe going at it for 3rd.
Saw him slide a little tire there as well.
I like Briscoe's struggling just a little bit.
I haven't seen him yet. I know he started with Harvick there.
There to turn 4. One real shallow, one real wide.
Bubba up to 15th, y'all. Bubba Wallace up to 15th.
Still set back out back to 34. No pressure.
I'm not sure what kind of tires they got, Wheel.
Great shot of the driver and what he has to do there as we look back on Christopher Bell.
163 in the house, y'all. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of NASCAR Cup Series
really use a lot
racing.
of curve there, basically cutting
We've done every one of these points-paying races this year.
And it's flat over there. It's not rough.
We're doing the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard today from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tyler Reddick is your leader, 2.3 second lead over Austin Cindric. We're on lap 14 of 15 in stage 1, 4 of 82 in today's race.
Rick Chase Briscoe sitting in 3rd. His car was
appreciate
so
you joining us, Shirley.
Yesterday, so much speed to start off with. They made changes overnight, and they kind of
felt it won't take long, and the 22 will put on a show, says Mark.
But it would really help them at the end of the run, which could be key today. Meanwhile, a little further back,
4 likes away from 100. Hit the like, y'all. Hit the like. turn on the bell notifications and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Jack Serrano? What's up, Jack? Wrench test failed. Wrench test failed. Mike H says Ford's rule. How is Michael McDowell so good this year? Listen, y'all, parity has arrived in NASCAR. This new car has evened the field up.
Denny Hamlin off course.
Hamlin off course? Where the hell's he going?
Look at that. Wow, Denny is just having such a struggle with that 11 car right now. When he had that chance to make clear communication this time down the front straightaway, really, really loose. That was
yeah, Jack, don't forget to hit the like button.
Really difficult to drive.
And the 11 car, remember in
Do you know where that's at, Jack? The like button?
Practice the other day. Had a lot of problems trying to figure out how
Sweet move from AJ, says Sid for Brains.
Really been able to improve
155 in the house. Jack says I got the like button.
He missed turn 1 completely. He was coming out of the
101 likes. Appreciate it, y'all.
You missed that turn. You have to go down that area. That's how he got back.
Sid for Brains going for a beer run.
Where he was at.
Willie says Chevrolet rules NASCAR Cup Series. We have the most victories.
In the rhythm, it's tough to do.
Well, he started 15th. He's running 34th now, lap 5. I mean, that's a terrible start, and as hard as a driver, I think this is where the crew chief comes in, Steve. Get him calmed down a little bit.
163 in the house. We're on lap 6 of 15 now.
Listen, just run.
Reddick's lead kind of staying steady at about 2.4 seconds.
We're going to pit at the end of this stage, make big adjustments, and then race our own race.
Chase Briscoe up to 3rd.
If we panic.
A fascinating
All right, looks like we're going to a commercial break, y'all.
The Brickyard here for the Cup Series. Yeah, wild ride already for the 11.
All right, so we go to our first commercial break. Reddick leading at the Brickyard. Mark says Hamlin sucks. No fake wrenches today, says Knuckles. Hey, Valhalla, off subject. NBA legend Bill Russell. I saw that. Damn Dave. General Thorne and Skipper behind the wall behind me. They are sleeping, taking a nap. There was only a half second between the pole and 20th place during qualification. Parity, y'all. Parity. How's Caveat doing? I'm showing Caveat in 36th place. 36th place. The only car not on the lead lap is Justin Haley, who spun on that first lap. No odd number in the top. That's crazy. You could bet odds or evens. Scott Nichols checks in. Would like to thank whoever gave me a membership for the month. Hey, no problem, Scott. I'm a Lakers fan, Tyler. B-double-E-double Run Beer. There you go, Sid for Brains. It was probably Rob. I feel bad for Rob. All those gifted memberships just to watch him go off. I warned him, though. I warned him when it first started. Dodgers started about to go watch Formula One. There you go, Jack. We'll see you, buddy. Have a great day, dude. Have a great day, man. Good seeing you. Yeah, he's napping. That's nap time for Thor, y'all.
People rely on.
All right, here we go.
Credit One Bank, a credit card company. And by Toyota. Let's go places. And Brad Keselowski just went off track in turn 1. He was running
Lindsey
in the
Campbell
14th
says anybody else
position.
not able to find the Sling Hulu YouTube TV or any platform.
Getting it back on track. You got a couple cars right here, and one also around.
Ross
Chastain.
Yeah, Ross Chastain.
Chastain around. Somebody's in the grass in turn 1.
15 on the inside. Heavy contact with the left front of the 1 car.
Joey Hand in the 15 car.
K Sizzle says I'm not good at knowing what car number matches up with the driver.
Look how far back he is.
That is Tyler Reddick in the 8.
So he's trying to avoid just hitting anything. But at one point, there's going to be a car coming through your path, and here's Brad Keselowski going into turn 1 as well.
Underneath Kyle Busch and just carrying way too much speed, trying to get the car slowed down.
So that was Keselowski in the grass there just a little bit ago.
I don't know if I'm baffled or laughing or what I'm watching here. Well, these are the best stock car drivers in the world.
these guys are just going into the turn and spinning it, y'all.
Checked up. Yeah. Go ahead, buddy. You just spin past me, and I'm going to turn in.
Kyle's probably laughing.
Oh, Kyle Busch is absolutely
had a giggle. To him. Yeah.
That
was pretty hard contact.
7 laps to go in stage 1 here. Lap 9 of 82 in the race. Your race leader is Reddick, but the lead now is just about 2 seconds.
I just think that the braking performance on this car is so good that when you try to get a little more, you're just asking yourself, you're just putting yourself in a position to make a mistake. They're all trying to out-brake each other.
Reddick, Cindric, Briscoe still your top 3.
And with the braking performance deep into the braking zone here, there's not much more you can get.
We seem to align Dodgers, Lakers, Harvick, just not Vikings.
Well, 8 laps
gotcha.
have been completed.
So we're on lap
you switched to the Steelers when the Rams moved out of L.A.?
Yeah, if we just set a camera on turn 1, we'd see somebody make a mistake through that corner every lap.
Reddick's not having any problems. He's out front just rolling.
162 up in here. Hit the subscribe. Give the video a like.
Cindric's closing the gap just a little bit. Parker.
Well, guys, as we're seeing all this action on track and cars
I do all the Vikings games, Stacy. All the Minnesota Vikings games. And sometimes I'll do an occasional primetime game. I'm doing the Hall of Fame game on Thursday this week.
This car can be and how sensitive is just a small changes. I just got a track temp from one of the teams down here. It's 115 degrees is what they're saying the track temp is right now. I don't know the exact difference yesterday, but my
so far, Big Dog,
it's definitely hotter, and I just have to think it could just be a hotter, slicker racetrack that they weren't exactly prepared for here today, Marty.
Parker, I'll go one step further. Jeff, you know this racetrack probably the most weather.
You feel Briscoe or the Big Bell is going to get that dub?
So when it gets hot and sunny like this, it gets really slick almost immediately. I'm going to read a few driver
Before
comments.
they moved, got tired of them losing. Hey, new subscriber, Matthew Huggins, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
In practice, just hot and sunny and slick.
Yeah, Marty, this racetrack has always been sensitive to heat, but look how flat the road course is. There's no banking anywhere. It's just perfectly flat. So no banking to help support the car as you transition through the corners. And that always helps so much. And this look at it. There's absolutely no
Reddick's lead still hoovering right around that 2 second to 2.5 second mark.
25 degrees hotter
as we've got 6 to go in stage 1.
Major difference for these teams, obviously, to be setting these cars up for.
The other issue with the track being so flat that you mentioned.
So yeah, NASCAR has on their YouTube channel, they have AJ Allmendinger's in-car camera.
Into turn 1, the only thing telling you that there's a corner coming are the braking signs on the right, hung on the fence, and this tiny little curb way off in the distance on the inside of the turn. Other than that, like that banking would tend to allow you to see the racetrack and understand how close you were getting, the perception of the depth perception of the racetrack. But with this flat track, being able to see apexes is nearly impossible.
5 to go, stage 1.
Maybe miss the braking zones. They're going to get better as the day goes, but a lot of mistakes early on.
Lisa Rogers checks in, says reporting to action. Hello from Tightwad, Missouri. What's up, Lisa? Shout out to Tightwad, Missouri.
The splitter. He's going to pit road.
Tyler's been to a NASCAR race before. Moonshine, no tape.
Clears that orange square that everyone was.
But people cried all week was too small to help. What's up, Moonshine? You figure they've been doing it for weeks, Moonshine?
On lap 11.
You figure they've been doing that for weeks?
Ricky's not been doing a lot of complaining.
Where is Ty Gibbs at? That's a good question. Ty Gibbs currently in the 23rd position. 23rd.
One more stop or probably a couple of stops based on tire wear. We shall see, but need to get
we've got a car to pit road, the one.
He'll take on 4 fresh Goodyear tires to get a full fill of Sunoco fuel. and give Phil Surge and his crew chief some options from here
Hey,
on
there
out.
you go, D. Marie. He's a good guy.
That left front.
You see, I think
Lisa's riding with AJ right now as well.
You know, make sure your damage is fixed. You should
got to see Kid Rock at the Ceremony of Football Hall of Fame. I saw Kid Rock at Country Thunder a number of years ago.
Calling for the saw.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the Hall of Fame game Thursday night.
A lap at this point because he's still on pit road, and here comes.
That's good to hear, D. Marie. He's a good guy. Good guy. Anytime I don't do the Dodger games, he usually does them.
The one at Chastain is that Justin Haley is also one lap down, so it won't be an automatic free pass.
It's pretty wild to have that big of a Dodger fan in South Korea.
Left-hand side of your screen was the one of Chastain losing a lap.
4 still to go in stage 1.
Moonshine says he thinks that the Toyota's been using that tape for at least a month or two.
Over Austin Cindric, the young guy.
Interesting.
Show the veterans how to make their way around this road course at Indianapolis.
All right, so we're headed to a commercial break, y'all. Headed to another commercial break. 17 moving up. Let's do this. Let's go through the field, y'all. Let me take you through the field. All right, so top 10, Reddick, Cindric, Briscoe, Bell, you can read it, all the way down to Buescher in 10th. Then 11 through 20. So you see Custer in 21st there, Gibbs coming up here in 23rd, Harvick still 17th. Kind of close to where they started. And there you go. 26 through 38. Only car showing a lap down is Justin Haley in that 31 car. But we're in our second commercial break here. 5 more likes for 120. Let's hit the likes. Aaron says that they're apparently not using tape today. Well, you got Christopher Bell running well in that 20 car. But then your next Toyota is Kyle Busch in 13th. Truex 15th. Bubba Wallace 23rd. I don't know what happened to Harvick, but he just dropped a ton of spots. Harvick just dropped a ton of spots during this commercial. I don't know if he's coming to pit road. All right, back to it. We got a fire on pit road.
Pit road, and while he was on pit road, the car caught on fire.
You see all the smoke.
That 17 of Chris Buescher's car is on fire on pit road.
Sure Chris Buescher can see.
Covered in that.
The breathing in this thing.
I can't see.
Why is he not getting out of that car?
Say that. Here comes Reddick before the end of the stage.
All right, so we got people pitting before the end of the stage here. That's what's going on. Reddick to pit, Cindric to pit.
To give up stage points here, Steve, and what would have been a playoff point for Tyler Reddick, who right now
Bell
is in
to
the
pit,
playoffs.
McDowell to pit, Suarez to pit.
You also see left-hand side of your screen, Chase Briscoe staying out. They're now going to run and get those points, and if they can get that playoff
so we
point,
got green flag pit stops ongoing at Indianapolis.
No surprise, Tyler Reddick very happy with the race car. No complaints, Parker.
Right, Christopher Bell picks out a 4th position here, just loose in the left-handers, but very happy in that race car.
161 up in here, up in here. There goes the 20 car off pit road.
And you see Austin Cindric on pit road here. He's coming in, ran second that entire stage. No complaints from Cindric either, getting his 4 fresh Goodyear tires. So a handful staying out there, Steve, to gather those stage points, which they'll need maybe later to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's all priority. If you want a chance to win the race, the goal is to pit here before the end of the stage. Chase Briscoe, though, staying on the racetrack is by design. You know, he has won this year. He feels he's going to make the playoffs, so he wants that all-important playoff point, and if he can stay out front with 2 laps to go, he should have really no problem.
So it's showing Briscoe, Blaney, Logano, your top 3.
There's a little piece of
2 laps to go here in stage 1.
Mud flaps.
We're on lap 14 of 68 in the race.
don't know.
21 minutes into the race, 92.310 is the average speed, and the last fast lap speed was 95.909.
Now, Steve, with 1 lap to go in this stage, does he come at the end of the stage break to pit road, or would he stay out and maybe wait until you go back green and stay?
He spun it a couple times,
That's a real interesting discussion, Rick, because I think at this point, winning the stage is crystal clear, and then I can make an argument staying on the racetrack.
What's up, King Poogie?
Keep that track position. The real question is, how bad is this car handling? You'd have to run about 15 more laps on these old tires.
Brontosaurus says Toyota should have got Takuma Sato as a guest driver.
But it's been an issue for enough other drivers that nothing is guaranteed today.
Right out in front of Briscoe, I believe.
Moonshine said RFK has had no luck all season. He was running really well.
That's an important piece of information, because if he laps him for whatever reason, I don't think he'll get there, but Ross Chastain's sitting in position to be able to get the free pass. And so that's...
I think what we've seen with this new car, y'all, is that the very aggressive drivers at times run into trouble.
Free pass to get back on the lead lap after a very long stop to work on the one after there was damage done in turn 1.
Hey, what's up, Mark? It's good. It's nice here today. We got clouds moving in.
Chase Briscoe winding down this last lap of stage 1.
15 laps, Rick. You got it all figured out. We got half the field pitted, half the field hasn't. I think half the field is spun out.
That's why I sit next to you, Steve, to make sure that you'll tell me all the strategies that are going to work.
All right, final lap, stage 1.
Stage 1 win.
And there we go. Your winner of stage 1 is Chase Briscoe.
Stage win. All of them have come this year. Ryan Blaney, another driver looking for points.
Chase Briscoe wins stage 1
15th position
at the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard.
Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, rounding out the top 5 with Gilliland, Larson, Kyle Busch, Harrison Burton, and Martin Truex Jr. all rounding out the top 10. Chase Elliott, eventful turn 1 for him.
Elliott went around 2, a hard turn.
It seems like turn 1 has been very difficult.
We got guys turning around going straight.
Goes around. Briscoe, the Indiana native, wins stage 1.
And then Buescher just catches on fire the inside of the car. That's insane, y'all. All right, I'm going to use the restroom really fast. Get me a refill on my water. And I'll be right back. I think I'll leave it on this screen here for y'all. But I'll be right back, everybody. I'm back, yo. I'm back. Ford got the stage. Yes, they did. All right, let's get back to it.
And once again, with Rut City View, we get to take a peek at different areas around the racetrack. Let's go to one of my favorite places to see Rut. He's at
170 in the house.
That's right. You know, I asked our friend James Hinchcliffe, what's a spot that I can't miss? And he told me when there's 40
We're not
Daredevils
doing no
on the
3
track,
rounds of
you have the
trivia.
Daredevil Brewing. Take a look at this amazing place. It was started in 2012, moved here in 2015.
I'll give you one, Daniel. You can do one trivia question, not 3.
Watch a race. Try James's favorite, the Lived Off
Jerry
Brewery.
Glanville, former coach of the Atlanta Falcons, drove a NASCAR race truck for a few years. True.
You'd be flying high too. What a great spot here in Speedway.
Byron has the fastest lap time of the race.
What I love about coming to this racetrack, it's in Speedway, Indiana, which is really surrounded by Indianapolis.
Yeah, I just wanted to let Rut know we're on floor 9 of the Pagoda, Rut. Floor 9. You
Delivery. Does he deliver?
So you're asking earlier about what these guys were going to do. Briscoe, who won stage 1, Blaney second, Byron, Logano, Elliott. You know,
I think
really
Daniel really wants to see the gate.
Continue to stay on the racetrack. Run far
I think he
enough
wants to exit.
To only have to pit one time. That's a great idea for track position.
I've timed him out once. I think you guys have timed him out a couple times.
So we're really, this is going to be the choice
for
the driver and the crew chief. We're going to see very quickly here what everyone thinks about fresh Goodyear tires. Would they rather have track position or tires? That will be the decision as these teams come around turn 12 and 13 and have to decide.
No mood for it. No mood for it, y'all.
Will be first to make the decision, and he is coming to pit road.
All right, here we go. Pit road is open. I'll be right back.
Fresh tires are more important than track position. They just thought that stage 1 points that they filled their bucket up with was a priority. Starting to kind of get a little glimpse on the decisions of some of these crew chiefs and engineers on pit road.
What's up, Kerm?
Guys, Chase Elliott to his crew about that spin over the curb. He said, did I damage the car? I probably
30
did.
days in the hole, exactly, Sid.
So the 9 car should be good there. He did want a little bit better handling on that. They're going to make a little bit of an adjustment, not necessarily.
Yeah, today's the last day of July. August, we ain't playing with these kids on Valhalla Sports Talk. These kids that want to come up here and act a fool, we'll just throw you out of here.
The race car, right? So Joey Logano not very happy with his, says they absolutely no rear grip, and also said it feels like I don't have as good a rear brakes as I should have in that 22 car. He finished 3rd in that first stage, actually finished 2nd in that first stage, so nice run for him. And then the 14 car, Chase Briscoe, that playoff point in the bank for Chase Briscoe.
Tyler rooting for that 14 car.
They got the playoff point, but now they give up all that track.
Yep, I'm like, F them kids.
How they can come back up through the field.
F them kids.
As far as coming onto pit road first, getting off pit road first. Logano onto pit road second and off pit road second, so losing no spots.
What's up, Chris Davis?
Done. Stage 2 about to get underway.
All right, going to another commercial break here. So they get 2 commercial breaks now for a stage. Hit that like with delight. All right, if anyone knows what's going on in the Dodger game, let me know. Yeah, you don't have to toss them out, Sheila, if you don't feel comfortable doing it. I mean, if you do, if one of the mods, if you're gonna throw somebody out of the channel, you know, make sure it's for a reason. But I'm done with these kids, y'all. I'm done with them. No problem, James Hill. Interesting bit of conversation that I haven't heard of Kyle Busch and Dodge for next season. I don't know, man. Busch, to me, in the pre-race, seemed like he was pretty committed to probably staying with Gibbs for one more year. 0-0 still, Knuckles? Appreciate it, Doug. I'm not sure yet, Mark. Last I saw, he was still smoking real heavily. He's showing 38th position, 2 laps down. Now 3 laps down. So I don't think so. They might have had to just push that. I can't believe they left him sitting in that car with all of that fire extinguisher stuff in there. Luis got him a new cell phone. What a place. What place is Harvick in? Currently showing in 11th. Currently showing in 11th. Yeah, he's going to have to get paid. Apparently, Kyle thinks he's worth $20 million a year. Apparently, Kyle thinks he's worth $20 million a year.
Select from alternate camera angles and customize your viewing experience with multiple camera views. Visit NASCAR.com/drive, or you can download the NASCAR mobile app today.
Yeah, he saw the future, didn't he, Thomas?
Facility in Indianapolis. Aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. Yes, that's a golf course. A few holes are on the inside.
180 in the house, y'all. Oh, wow. I didn't know Indy had a golf course.
Away from that golf course is Pit Road, and Dave Burns is
I had no idea. I'm learning a lot today about Indianapolis.
Here, Rick, and he has a dirty job. His job is to drive this race car no matter what.
Willie rooting for William Byron.
Road, it was on fire. They put the fire out. When he went back out, he agreed that the fire was no longer there. And so when he had this opportunity to pit, what'd they do? Well, they blew out the whole interior of the car because there was a lot of smoke damage in there. Where's Chris? Still in the driver's seat. What a guy.
That's insane.
He sat there. Now, he does have a hose to his to his helmet, so hopefully he's getting some fresh air there. But as he's sitting there,
is Kevin Hart going to win a race? Probably not.
But he has some of that smoke out of there. Coming back to pit road now.
One Steve, like away from 125. Moonshine says the money is why the Dodge thing is interesting. They want a big name driver.
Wallace's car got into the door of the 17, pushed some
Moonshine,
things
how many years do you think that Kyle Busch has left at the Cup level?
Right, and so push part of that. You can see the damage there toward the door foam, which can catch fire.
Well, he's worth about $650 million.
It all got started.
I would be shocked because I've always been informed that the door foam cannot catch fire.
He's worth as much as they will pay. Exactly.
Safety. That's why it was inside these race cars.
The top 4 did not pit.
Fire, I think NASCAR is really going to ask themselves how it happened. We're going to have to follow up, and the Paul Harvey's going to have to come out on this one. Well, we're going to get the whole rest of the story later.
And as you know, they will all go to that.
Nice, King
It
Pookie.
wasn't the foam, but it was something that maybe surprised them. But again, things got pushed around in positions they shouldn't be in the race car.
Yeah, I was shocked to see when I saw the fire. I thought it would have been
a All right, so the pace car hasn't picked up here, and it's Blaney, Byron, Keselowski, LaJoy.
12 and 13. That
your
whole
top
group
4
headed before the green. If we can rotate to the next page, you're going to see Chase Briscoe, the winner of stage 1. He's right here in 21st. So the first car
I'm not sure, John. I didn't see Joey on pit road.
We'll start outside the top 20. The entire field has been flipped upside down.
3 to 4 years, you think, Moonshine?
Old tires, first track position.
You think he's going to own a team?
About it, Rick. After seeing the start of the race, we'll see if it works out for Blaney, Byron, LaJoy, and Brad Kay.
We already know how difficult that turn 1 is.
I think it's on the hood, Doug. I think that sponsor is on the hood.
And stage 2 is
all right, green flag underway. I'm back.
4, 5 wide again, 6 wide. Back there further.
Here we go. Big old mess going into turn 1. Did they all make it through?
Oh, no.
And around goes.
They did make it through. Harvick is around. Harvick around.
Oh my gosh.
Far through the grass. Looked like maybe the 9
The
of
4
Chase
can't
Elliott.
get going again. There he goes. He turns it around, but Harvick around there.
And now the field strings out.
Blaney, Byron, Cindric, Keselowski, your top 4.
There's so many people change positions right there with cars. Hamlin stopped in the middle of the racetrack. Harvick stopped.
Oh, more contact right there. The 34-42. The 20 is the beat of the sandwich.
Hey, thanks.
Right around the outside of these corners. You wouldn't see the old car do that. So battle on the outside of these
Bubba Wallace up to 11th. That is correct.
I'm asking the question now, are these guys getting more comfortable with the carbon fiber
Luis was
bodies,
hoping
or
Kevin Hart would win today.
Bodies where they feel like they can just lay on another car?
It's just an opportunity on these restarts. You know how difficult it is to pass.
Not so many caps, Mark. They say some baseball player wants $500 million. Why is Kyle so far off? I get you.
Willing to put themselves in a difficult position and put others in a difficult position.
I'd say yes, Rick, but I'd replace carbon fiber bodies.
Greg says Kyle ain't worth nothing.
Because the toe links were breaking on this thing left and right at the start of the season. Now they're beefy enough. And look at this here. Oh, man. 4 wide for Harvick.
So Harvick just got ping-ponged around, and then Austin Dillon was the one that finally turned him.
They just funneled down into a space where they can't fit. Look at all bam, bam, bam. Watch this. Austin checks up, but it's just too late.
Dillon tried to come back up on the track and caught the rear quarter panel of Harvick. That's what sent him around.
Alex Bowman, big damage on the front of the 48. He's on pit road.
Yeah, that flat left.
My brother-in-law works for Kyle's truck team, so there's been a conversation. Let's just say that. Well, there you go. Hey, the 48 got a flat driver's side front. He's on pit road to get that repaired.
Here comes Alex Bowman. A run yesterday in the Xfinity Series to get experience here, and told me
183 in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of the Verizon 200.
When they really need that, of course, in on 1 win this year, so into the playoffs, but 4 tires here to get him back on and repair.
Asking price shows the size of his head, says Knuckles.
It's going to be a laundry list of incidents over the course of the race. We are only, what, 20 laps into the whole race. Let's take a look right here. The left front of the 48.
Yeah, I do NASCAR on Sundays, Jay.
That big stack up early. I think it was already low on air, and now this is going down to turn 7 with a flat tire.
That was a good job where he didn't decide to go through 7. He actually turned on an access road on the inside of 7.
Would you guys pay a chauffeur $1 million to drive your car? No.
Just out in front of the leaders. So if he could stay in front of the leaders, that will salvage his
opportunity. Hey, we just busted 200 in the chat. Subscribe, like, turn on the bell notifications.
Marty, how about
we're on lap 7 of 20 in stage 2, 22 of 82 in the race. It's Blaney Byron, your top 2. Blaney's lead over Byron, 0.6 seconds.
They're one of 2 teams in the playoffs right now, simply on points without a win so far this year. So Hassler making this move to get those points.
The bow ties and AJ are doing well.
You can connect it from the start
but
of the
right
race
now it's a lot of Fords and a lot of Chevys up there in that top 5. Bell and Wallace are the first Toyotas in 8th and 9th.
And Blaney can cut out a stop in this race. So you agree with this move from Jonathan Hassler to keep Blaney out and only try and get 2 stops here today?
I instantly had strategy remorse when they were 4 wide down into turn 1 in row 5. I was concerned about these old tires because
look at LaJoy and McDowell battling for 10th.
You know, in the 7 of LaJoy, he's fallen back to 11th now, so he's losing a few spots. The 6 of Keselowski in 5th also stayed on the racetrack, doing a fine job. But for the 12 of
Matt says, do you think there will be a surprise champion this year? I don't think there will be, but if there was ever a year where there could be one, this is it.
What did the spotter say?
This is it with the parity of these cars.
So he just knows you're going to be 3 wide on his restarts. So these guys not only should find some track position, but more
Mark, we don't allow all caps because of people that have that are watching the stream that have hearing issues. They use like a machine, and all caps makes it go crazy.
Cindric, these are the first 2 guys on tires. These are the first guy on 4 tires. When all this started, that 8 car, remember, he led the early part of the race. Cindric has gotten
the Rockies have been horrible in the field during that series.
And there will be a fierce battle right here between Reddick and Cindric.
Blaney trying to push that lead out to a full second over Byron.
Leading that battle between the 2. Let's go to the guys on pit road with DJ and Hinch.
Moonshine says it's good for his soul to see the number 6 of Brad Keselowski in the top 10.
Race I've ever seen anywhere. You kind of set it up in the pre-race show. It's an infamous racetrack, and it proved to be that for these guys.
It really is, man. No matter what kind of race car you're driving here, stock cars, Indy cars, sports cars, this is a brake energy, high energy racetrack. It's really hard on the brakes, so you got to be easy on the brakes. We've seen all sorts of problems down into turn 1 with the 6, the 9. We saw it with Bubba Wallace at the start there. It is so easy to not only overdo it, to lock up a tire and flat spot it. And you've got to take care of these tires. We talked about it. This track's hard on them anyway, and locking them up under braking is just making it that much harder. But I'll tell you, he's doing a great job taking care of his tires is Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, he really is. And Rick, we'll send it back to you. But this is his
think I have the luxury of being able to watch Steve, and Steve keeps scratching his head and going, what is going on the racetrack right now with some of these guys? As Blaney is smoking the tires there, and William Byron will challenge.
All right, so we're going to a commercial break with Blaney in the lead. Blaney's still in the lead. 197 in the chat. 4 lights away from 130. Butterfly, you notice how they've changed the name of those to where they, it's hard to block them. You can't block that many words. Welcome back, big dog. What's DFS, Kate? What is DFS? I stream all kinds of things. I stream these races, the Dodger games, Lakers games, Kings games, Viking games. Hell, I even did some wrestling this year. I do USA Soccer. Moonshine says it wouldn't shock him to see the 12 win it all. Brontosaurus says Suarez is in the top 10. What is DFS though? Oh, I'm having a little crunching munch, y'all. Oh, daily fantasy sports? I don't know how you would stream that, but I don't participate in any daily fantasy sports. I got you, Kate. Appreciate it. No. You mean like prediction streams? Dog racing? No, not yet, big dog. No dog racing streams yet. Man, I am like bright ash red from the sun this weekend. All right, here we go. Back to Indy.
Download America's loved free-to-play slots app. Visit goldfish-racing.com. The 5.
Ronald Weintraub, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Extensive work to the right front of that, Parker.
Right, Ricky had contact with
All right, looks like the 5 car is on pit road with the hood up.
Had to drag this car around the racetrack all through turns 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Someone asked me where someone was at.
Completely disconnected. You see here the replay down into turn 1. Oh, there's Eric Amarola getting to the right.
Oh, Amarola and the 5 car get into it.
Suspension. The team's trying to fix
and that 10 car of Amarola is in trouble.
We see the right front.
Tire's not even turning.
It's locked up.
So they might be done.
The wrong way.
I got me a little sunburn.
And still Blaney's out front by 0.6 of a second over William Byron. Tyler Reddick has moved up to the 3rd spot. Austin Cindric 4th. AJ Allmendinger is 5th. Remember,
hey, I appreciate it, Knuckles. I try, my man. I try. I've got a good mod team here. We try to do well.
Not been to pit road yet.
I didn't go swimming. Cleaned it. We're working on cleaning it again.
Allmendinger was 12. Kozlowski on a different
strategy. But I picked weeds. I've got like 4 large flower beds. I picked weeds. I cut the rose bushes back heavily.
The tire life and the lack of fall off definitely
AJ on the run.
Some of these guys' strategy. Don't you think going in this race, they were up in the air as far as tire fall off and how that might affect them in the decision they make to come to pit road?
Absolutely. The question is,
oh, you're wondering where Elliott is.
Mileage to do it in only 2 pit stops. If not, that means you have to work in 3 pit stops, which then means
currently 17th for Chase Elliott.
So where do you want the freshest tires? And right
Harvick
now,
27th.
It would seem that clean air.
Blaney's lead over Byron now, about a half second. We're on lap 12 of 20 in stage 2, 27 of 82 in the race.
And here he is riding around in the 6th position comfortably. Parker.
Well, guys, we get a look here at Kevin Harvick, who was spun after that last restart. We've seen those big rushes down to turn 1.
16, Allmendinger in the sand on the course.
Somewhere around here, I can't even exactly.
In the gravel. The 21 is around. The 41 is around.
Allmendinger, who was running in the 5th position, was off track.
They don't be throwing cautions, though.
Pull Custer off track.
Allmendinger got out of the sand. What a nice job. I didn't know with the low.
Yeah, we really worked out heavy out there yesterday, Butterfly.
Bury in the sand or not?
We saw that in the Xfinity or the IndyCar race. The IndyCar guy.
I would say now, Tiffany, if someone asked me what my second favorite driver is,
into the sand.
I'm really excited for this Ty Gibbs to come up to Cup. Ty Gibbs currently in 14th in that 45 Monster Toyota. Dodgers winning 2-0. Nice. Rob Parson up in here. What's up, baby? Rob Parson in the house.
That's turn 3, heading into turn 4. He just kind of puts the right rear or the right sides into the grass.
And then right here, Harrison Burton tried to outbrake and get underneath the 41 of Custer. Harrison actually backed into Custer.
They're just people spinning out all over.
Tires locked up, trying to outbrake. Turn 1 has been the trouble spot all day, guys.
What I don't understand is we didn't have a dramatic amount of practice, but we had, you know,
Albin just homered in his first major league at bat. Nice.
And we didn't see any of this lack of car
What's
control.
up, Maddie?
We saw some rear grip issues on some of the long lateral corners. Like 14 and perhaps 11, but we didn't see any of this just loss of control under braking. Yet today, all I can assume it's the track temperature that
130 lights, y'all.
Really taking away the braking capability of these race cars.
Practice doesn't pay.
Yeah.
You know, and once you get out there and you start racing, and you know that opportunity to pass is under braking.
Severe thunderstorm warning for my area.
Overtake under braking. Hitch and I talked about it before the race, how important it is to get good launches off of these corners and then be able to drive deep into the corner to take a spot. Parker, continue on in 4.
Yeah, back to
Now he does pretty good on road courses, Gregory.
Getting spun on that last restart, Jeff. I think this goes to your point of being.
Hey, I appreciate it, Matty. I appreciate it, buddy.
48 started it, but I could tell you who finished you off.
Matty, I've been meaning to do something with you too, but just one sec.
All this melee happening, those restarts of 4 and 5 wide. You want to be angry.
Matty, you about to get a wrench.
You couldn't even tell him who to be angry at because, I mean, he was being hit by 3 or 4 cars there. How do you even choose who to be angry at, Marty?
Meanwhile, Parker, on pit road, there's a massive chess match going on. Ryan Blaney trying to hang on to his car.
Lap 14 of 20 in stage 2.
So see what happens when the tires don't fall off as much as you thought. You burn more fuel, right? So right now, just talk to Randall Burnett, the crew chief for Tyler Reddick, who led the first 12 laps of the race. He thinks.
All right, Matty, congratulations. You are now a moderator on Valhalla Sports Talk.
They could do it on 2 stops. They'll short pit stage 2 here, but an interesting dynamic playing out. Coming into the day, everyone thought they could do it on 2 stops. Now, maybe not.
Well, it really just determines on, you know, how much fuel you can save while you're running under a green flag, how much fuel
Dean
you
is
put
wondering
in
where
on that
Bowman
first pit
is.
stop.
I think Bowen's down
so
there.
Fast anymore, Rick, that you can actually change tires faster than fill the car up. So if you get in too big of a hurry on pit road, you can actually leave without the tank being full. So it's just, we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see how it all shakes out. Right now,
Where the hell is he? 32nd. He's the last car on the lead lap.
And I guess I want to question what Marty had just said there. Blaney and Byron have already gone 28 laps. They haven't come to pit road. So they can come to pit road now and then.
Oh yeah, we were out there from 7 o'clock yesterday morning until
that's your 2 stops.
Yeah, so I think
until late at night.
I would run it out even further.
Flash flood warning for Pima County. That's north of me.
Imagine these guys are going to run probably 2 or 3 more, pit with 3 to go.
Yeah, you got to have that track position, Moonshine.
Stop in the final stage. The problem is the guys that pitted at 13. Right. If they thought that was their first of 2, what Marty is saying is that first stop was too early.
This 12 car man is pushing it down in turn 1, Jeff. There's a lot of moments down there. It looks like he's right on that edge of control.
Every time under braking, the back of the car is just dancing all around. We heard Joey Logano, his teammate, talking about having rear brake troubles. We just saw a team car there. Harrison Burton locked the rear tires up on corner entry into 1.
What's up? New member, well. Matty Man 5 Dodge, Valhalla, holla. Appreciate it, man.
That 12 of Blaney drive harder into turn 1. And try to get those rear tires sliding, get him loose, and take the spot.
6 laps, under 6 laps to go in stage 2. And again, Blaney and Byron.
6 to go. You heard it. Stage 2.
Reddick has the fresher tires. He's
What's up, Mikey Jerome? Yeah, Bill Russell passed away. 88 years old.
Blaney and Byron. You see him coming into the picture.
Holy shit.
Older tires.
Holy shit. Valhalla. We just gifted 10 memberships on the channel. Make sure to say thank you. Sheila, make sure to say thank you. Dave, make sure to say thank you. Stephen Richter, make sure to say thank you. New Foe, make sure to say thank you.
Using the code word Chevrolet on this 24 car.
Josh H, make sure to say thank you. RM, where's RM at? What am I looking at here? Kings Only gifted a membership. Viking Jerome. What? You're nuts, bro. Appreciate it, though.
T-Mobile has
Butterfly a member again.
Here, and we also cover you up here.
Oh, we're under commercial, y'all. Stephen Richter, a new member. That's insane, bro. There's new foes. More cowbell agreed. Yeah, they're taking naps, y'all. The COO's taking a nap, so I'm not hitting the cowbell too much. But there we go. 10 gifted by Rob. That's insane. 192 in the house. Josh H gets one. 192 up in here. That's funny. RM got one again. That's funny that RM got one again. Man, I am red as a mofo, y'all. One more like for 135. Rob just keeps outdoing himself. He's crazy, bro. He's freaking crazy. He's nuts. I appreciate him, though. Rob needs a gold wrench. I wish I'd give him one. The 186 in the house. The leader continues to be Ryan Blaney. That no tires, no pit seems to have worked out as he's now led quite a few laps in today's race. Tyler Reddick has moved up to the 2nd position. Yep, Rob, just like Santa. July and August. I mean, June, July. The 186 up in here. All right, we're about to get back to it. About to get back to Indianapolis. D. Marie back in the house. Arby Pinto. How you doing, Arby? My boy Elliott back in the top 10, says Thomas Forbes. Big Dog says Bubba keeps moving up. Bubba Wallace currently in 6th.
Make sure to download the official app of NASCAR.
Rob says, I love all you guys.
Live scoring or in-car cameras and radio broadcast. Search NASCAR in your app store and you can download.
192 up in here.
Blaney still leading. We see Michael McDowell on pit road. Parker.
McDowell coming off pit road.
This was routine stop here as these strategies start to play out as we get towards the end of stage 2. Michael McDowell won the first on pit road, Dave.
And with no wins in 2022, Martin Truex Jr. comes into this one as the man on the bubble. Car pretty good for him now. James Small this morning.
10 brand new. 10 brand new V homies.
Every time, Marty.
V-Sun coming down pit road. They're going to run this stage short as
V-Sun.
well. Ryan Blaney still has
3 likes away from 140.
In racing, be the last to pit first and the first to pit last. Ryan Blaney.
How's your Monday going though, Rob?
They're going to come down pit road this time. For the first time today, you're going to see Ryan Blaney come on the pit road here. His only complaint about the car is that it just has no drive off. You also see Tyler Reddick matching him here. So that point being made that Randall Burnett made to me a moment ago. I don't think
Reddick and Blaney both to pit road with Cedric. So green flag pit stops, our second of the day ongoing. 3 laps to go here in stage 2.
But what's amazing to me,
Rob says F. Harvick.
On pit road noticed it. Those tires, those Goodyear tires, held on so well.
What other Xfinity driver do I think's ready to come up to Cup?
Stay on those tires forever if you want.
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting as we see Blaney and Reddick take their pit stop. Christopher Bell stays on the racetrack. So
there's a couple of them, Kay.
You go on vacation
what do
of
you
a race,
think?
Rick, and you think you know what plane you're getting on.
Ball looks red like a
1,
pepper.
2, or 3 when it comes to pit strategy. And we've had 2 jump strategies.
I didn't get a lot of sun yesterday.
We're just going to have to wait to see where it plays out when we see where the cautions are. You see how much longer the 12th pit stop takes as they have to wait on that.
Let's go
fuel.
chase, says Bill Western.
Doesn't dump as quickly.
Who do you think should be brought up, Kay?
Beat him off pit road, and he does just because he doesn't need fuel. Or as much fuel.
Rob says, I'm watching you having toast and coffee, 6:04 a.m., just about to go to work. There you go, buddy.
Christopher Bell, when he crossed the start-finish line with 2 laps to go, that closed pit road, so no one else will be able to make their way onto pit road now without any kind of a penalty. But Christopher Bell is going to try to make it all the way back to the finish line after another lap as we listen into his radio.
Let's start working on saving a little bit of fuel here. We're going to stay at the stage. There's no lap time fall.
All right, so Bell is your leader now, a 7-second lead over Kyle Busch.
Right, so
Bubba Wallace up to third, 9 seconds back. Elliott 4th after passing Ty Dillon.
You have a 7-second lead. We're going to stay at the stage. We're not going to pit is what that means. 34 of 82 laps have been run. 49 laps to go. So what I need you to do is save
he's sunburned for all the weeding.
Not pit at the end of the stage, and we'll then
weeding,
run 10
spraying,
or 12 laps into the final stage and pit for our final time. Jeff,
swimming pool,
kind of what Mark was talking about, the tires and how well they're gripping up.
Big Dog says, I once had a friend who always had a red face, but he drank too much.
You know, we talk about strategy.
Well, I'm a pale dude anyway, y'all. I'm one of those Nordic fellas, North Dakotans. So I'm pale, so any sun, I don't turn tan, I turn red.
Everywhere. And while we didn't think there would be a lot of tire fall off, I'm shocked, even with that situation, how well Blaney was able to lead. I mean, there's a difference between no fall off, you know, as far as gripping.
I got that fair Nordic skin. That's Harvick's strategy all year. He'd be saving fuel.
He was on pit road on lap 13.
Well, he spun a couple times.
We have completed 34 laps.
No, once. One spin for Harvick.
82-lap race.
You listen to him; he's very gingerly.
Kay thinks Allmendinger should be full-time in Cup.
Second lead back to Kyle Busch, so this will be one of the slowest.
Well, he kind of is, isn't he, Kay?
He ran was 3 seconds.
Hasn't he pretty much driven that 16 car all year?
Did the same thing again here. You know, to move the car forward, you burn gas.
Marcus says my favorite driver, definitely Brandon Brown.
Through turn 13, and now the big sweeping turn 14, the right-hander.
I actually am, Rob. I'm Norwegian.
And it will be the first career stage win for Christopher Bell.
All right, so Bell is going to win stage 2 of the Verizon 200.
Speedway, the Brickyard.
That's a shocking stat.
Kyle Busch on a similar strategy. He came on lap 17.
So look at them Toyotas. Toyota finishes 1, 2, 3 at the end of stage 2.
Chase Elliott, lap 17 also. Denny Hamlin.
I actually don't play the Madden stuff anymore. It's been about 4 years.
Finishes 6th in stage 2.
Who the hell is the guy on the LHS? He looks like he should be in high school. That's going to be my new driver when Harvick retires, Rob. That's Ty Gibbs.
Where round out the top 10.
That's Ty Gibbs. He's 19 years old. This is his second Cup race.
Christopher Bell gets stage 1 or stage 2 win.
All right, little music there. We can't have that. You think maybe Algier? Gregson's been up a number of times, Kate, this year, and he seems to wreck out early every time. You're about as Norwegian as me being Aboriginal. Not true, Rob. Not true. Yeah, that's Ty Gibbs, y'all. That is the son of the former Pro Football Hall of Fame member Joe, or the grandson of Joe Gibbs, who owns the team. Bases loaded against Gonzo. It's Harvick, Valhalla, and a punchable face up there, says Moonshine. You don't like Ty Gibbs, Moonshine? Rob says, oh, so Ty Gibbs won't win a race for 20 years then. Shit, he's won like 8 of them this year, I think, in the series below this one. I don't know, that's their thing, big dog. You can't play any real music. This is only this shit that they give us. All right, let's take a trip through the field here. Go Dodgers 2-1. He's about to be in a reboot of Home Improvement. All right, here we go. Let's take a trip through the field. There's your top 10. Of course, this is all going to change when they pit here. But you guys asked to see more. You guys asked to have more rundowns of the field, so we'll do that. There's 10 through 20. 21 through 36. So you see Josh Williams, the last car, on the lead lap. All right, let's get back to Indy.
Up in victory lane, and right now 2 of the best are there now with DJ and Hinch.
Algier not coming to Cup. Noah will, though.
We just thought that we would show you what these drivers are racing for.
2-3
right
Rockies.
now. It's about this trophy here. One more stage left. A lot going on. Kind of interesting strategies, but
yeah, is Judge going to go out and mess around and break the all-time home run record this year?
It's the same thing. It tastes the same.
Is Judge going to win the season home run record this year, you think?
At the end of the straightaway, you're lifting
What's up, Kenneth Burton?
Coast phase. That way you're using the brakes a little less, maybe a little less likely to have some of those lockups that we saw. So
you didn't like Home Improvement, Willie?
You're saving fuel, you're saving brakes, you're saving tires all at the same time. And we said it the last time we spoke. Ryan Blaney was doing a phenomenal job. He continued all the way.
Yeah, Bubba currently showing in third.
So far, he's
they have yet to pit, though, big dog.
Normally punishing on tires.
Yeah, and we know that now things are really.
I think it's always good to run down the field just to see where Harvick is running 20 to 30. Rob Parson,
if you could be
you shut your mouth, sir.
They might do it on this restart.
You shut your mouth. I will not tolerate any Harvick slander in a Valhalla Sports Talk NASCAR stream.
It's been awesome. I mean, to have Indy cars racing here yesterday, and then obviously the
whatever talking they gave Ty Gibbs seemed to have grown him up real quick. He seemed a bit more mature.
For not 1, not 2, but 3 great races. It's huge. It's been a lot of fun being here, watching and learning a little bit. Hope all the NASCAR fans are watching the IndyCar race as well and got to enjoy that.
Hey, appreciate it, Sheila. It's good to have you here.
Well, we've enjoyed the mayor of Hinchtown able to join us for this Cup Series race.
All right, pit road open. I'll be right back, y'all.
As well.
Hi, COO.
From a driver who's spent
what you doing?
So much of his life racing on this racetrack.
Rob Parson gifted 10 more subs because he's a fool.
5, all making their way onto pit road.
Here comes Chase Elliott, to the surprise of his crew chief, Alan Gustafson.
How
they
was
were
your nappy?
discussing whether or not to pit, and Chase wanted to know, should I? And nope, stay out. And suddenly the 9 was
your
here.
Allergies,
so
you think?
You have to adjust to that, and the crew will now go to work, give
Can
him
I have a
the
couple
good
brats?
tires and the Sunoco fuel he needs. He needs a bit of an adjustment, too, because the car is not exactly to his liking. And one thing
Terry says Harvick
change,
sucks.
And he's tried to, is the balance of the brakes. We'll talk more about that.
I think he's at like 42, big dog, 43.
For Kyle Busch today, and he finishes second in that stage. A number of cars obviously staying out right here. Kyle saying the car just a little bit too free, and Ben Bayshore telling him, hey, I think
Harvick is a
tires
winner.
might actually start mattering the longer this race goes. A little bit longer there on the left front. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. But
Rob Parsons blowing kisses to the COO.
But Kyle said the car not bad. He also asked for an ice bag. Very warm here at Indianapolis this afternoon.
So just a few takers on pit road. this time, and we will update that starting order when we return.
All right, so they're going to another commercial break. D. Marie says, hello, V homies. Valhalla side. 200 up in here, up in here. It's the Verizon 200 from the Brickyard NASCAR Cup Series action here on Valhalla Sports Talk from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You think he's going to finish in the 60s? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I showed her the pictures, Rob. I showed her the pictures. She swooned. She swooned a little bit. I told her to calm down. How much does a gallon of gas cost for a Cup Series car? I imagine about $8. I'm retrading my Harvick with win prediction, says Knuckles. She'd probably be carrying a little pick in her purse. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt, Rob. She stole my phone, downloaded your picture to the printer, and she's keeping it in her purse. She put it on her little makeup mirror, too. Harvick doesn't suck, just like Brad Keselowski. The new car is giving them challenges. True. Ford has struggled since NASCAR made them redo their body right before the season. Rob, I put a picture of you up in the bathroom. I put a picture of you up in the bathroom right where I take a shit. I put one right up by the toilet paper dispenser. I'm about to have me some leftover bratwurst from yesterday, y'all. About to have me some leftover brats. She's only human? Truth. Yo, Harvick fan here from Canada. Love your channel. Appreciate it, Terry. Welcome to the show. Where is Bowman running? Where is Bowman? Bowman currently posted in the 25th position.
Access pass to the world of NASCAR like you've never seen it before. The drama,
Rob
the
says,
pressure,
well, that's
and
nice.
the danger, all to become a champion. Don't miss the new NASCAR docuseries Race for the Championship. It premieres September 1st on USA.
Harvick can drive if he has a car. Six-Pack says, I think since Tony Stewart has a new NHR team, he's neglected the NASCAR teams. I think he's losing interest in NASCAR as well. Six-Pack.
Dave talked as Chase Elliott was coming to pit road how there was a little bit of
Rob says, get ready to scroll down the leaderboard, Terry.
Put yourself back in the chair as you listen to this.
Six-Pack says, go Astros.
If y'all said something, I sure didn't hear it until I was already there. So. No, it's my fault. I was working on it, trying to figure it out.
Rob, my subscriber count is stuck, bro. I don't know how to fix it.
He was working on the strategy when Chase spied him coming to pit road, and then
the subscriber thing is stuck. It doesn't update anymore again.
I sit up here in my transition.
10,077 is subscriber count.
One specific car, not worrying about communicating with my driver. It's so much easier.
So what's that? 23 away. 23 away.
Right for each driver because you don't have any other emotion in it or any other distraction in it. As a crew chief, you are doing so many things. Should you pitch? Should you not?
10th on the season, not bad for a guy that sucks. Exactly.
What's our adjustment? What's our competitors
FM
doing?
Stroh says Purple Haze.
To just simply lose track of where you are in the pace lap, Rick, and you heard it right there. I mean, no one was upset.
Hey, we appreciate having you, Sheila.
I was working on it, and I didn't.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Chase pitted.
It doesn't update anymore. It doesn't go up any higher. It's stuck.
It's easy to kind of get lost in the task at hand and forget who else you have to tell.
Parker.
And think about Adam Stevens on the 20 car, the crew chief here. He went into this race telling me, I believe this could be a 3-stop race. That's how they designed their strategy, but they had the 2-stop.
All right, so Bell showed up as the leader, Wallace second, Ty Dillon third, Hamlin fourth.
He's gotten to lead, and he said the strategy is simple now for Christopher Bell. Get a good restart and build the biggest lead he possibly can.
Rob tells Sheila and Ross to
those other cars that pitted
jump on a plane, move to Melbourne. They can live with him.
Cycle out right in front of them. So the strategy's simple here for Christopher Bell. Go fast.
Yeah, let's just make the strategy kind of at home. What does everyone need? Because that's really what matters. Doesn't matter how they got here. Christopher Bell, Wallace, Dillon, Hamlin, all those guys, they're probably a little short on fuel.
You broke the YouTube counter?
So
I guess so.
Save a little gas, but they only want to stop one time. The challenge is they need to put a lot of gas in. They're going to have like a 13-second pit stop. You look at the guys at 17, kind of the same issue. Reddick, Byron, those guys.
I heard that usually right when you break 10K, you lose a bunch of subs. I heard that from a couple YouTubers that say that once you break 10K within a couple weeks, they do some kind of like audit of your subscribers.
You can beat them if they have a slow pit stop.
All right, pace car to pit road here.
As you can. And the field approaching the Geico restart zone again. Hang on,
green flag,
folks.
Green flag.
How many wide will we be this
at
time?
the road cars at Brickyard?
See Ty Dillon in that red car on the inside lane did not get a good launch.
Briscoe puts himself in the middle there.
Yeah, I think he'll get in if he gets a win, big dog.
There goes Tyler Reddick. They're going to make contact.
I don't know that they've made through this turn on a restart without someone spinning.
Everybody got a little
but they just did it.
Of contact through that corner.
Thank you. You are the bestest COO in all the world.
Briscoe's clear. Sorry, Rick. Briscoe's clear, as you see, through 5 and 6. Side by side.
Sody pop.
Come on, the yellow car, Blaney, that 12 car. They were side by side through there.
10th is awesome for a pro.
Momentum. Now going to try to get 2 spots.
Also keep your eye on the 34.
2 more likes for 150.
He is making up.
Yeah, they made it through that time. Moonshine, they made it through.
Trying to get by Ross Chastain now.
Chastain's trying to.
All right, y'all. This is it. If you're eating bratwurst, you need to have the Engelhofer. You gotta have the Engelhofer.
Side by side.
Here's my brats.
It's gonna be really tough right here to maintain the composure.
Harvick is the Lakers of NASCAR. We don't fly. Thor, you get your nose out of my hot dogs. You get your nose out of there, boy. It ain't for you.
Oh, the restart just started.
Suarez hard into the back of the 34 McDowell's. They come around turn 14. Suarez in the 99 on the outside.
Get on a boat, says Rob.
Back out onto the front stretch.
You're from the original Star Trek past?
He has put that distance between himself and Bubba Wallace, driving the orange number 23. Chase Briscoe running 3rd. Hamlin 4th.
Oh, I think I'm going to need a knife.
Blaney on the inside, the yellow car.
I think I'm going to need a knife for the mustard.
Cole Custer takes that position away. Byron trying to follow him through. Byron jumps to the outside of the 12 now. Byron, the white car here in the screen.
It's Bell, Wallace, Briscoe, your top 3.
They all try to close in on the 43 of Eric Jones.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear.
Signed him a new contract with GMS.
And thank you, dear.
Do you want another one?
No.
Eric Jones, we've seen a lot of tire smoke out of that 43.
Harvick is a champion. Go Ty Dillon, says Chris. Harvick wished he was the Lakers of NASCAR. No one passes, they die. No, I don't do sauerkraut.
Moves him out of the way.
Little contact
no
there.
sauerkraut in my world.
Now in 8 and 9. Little smoke back there. Looks like
Kielbasa is better than a brat. Man, I haven't hit it. Uh-oh, 6. Keselowski off track.
Gets it going.
Gets it going. That Castrol number 6.
This race. For the stage breaks.
What's up, Malik?
42 laps to go.
It's on NBC today.
Of this race.
Bubba Wallace doing a great job sitting here in second
I'm just
place.
saying, Val, I must really love you because, to be honest, I would walk across the road to listen to this bullshit.
That's all he
I
needs
wouldn't.
to do right now, fella. He's got 2 fast cars right there behind him. And Briscoe and Reddick.
What?
Marty, what you got on this 23?
He's got a whole position as Tyler Reddick.
Somebody had great legs back in the day. I missed that.
So Bubba Wallace in the orange 23 right there has a lot going on behind the wheel. Why? Listen on the radio.
So, Bubba, we're 3 laps short from making it on 1 more, but we're going to do it. So to save fuel.
Okay, so they're going to try to save fuel.
So there you go, sitting in second.
Wallace going to try to save fuel here. They're 3 laps short.
3 laps of fuel at a road course. That seems very difficult.
Well, you got to shift early. You don't run the engine all the way up to the RPMs that you would for max performance. Just shift a little bit early, and then under braking.
Getting to the end of the Engelhofer mustard, y'all.
Because you don't have to downshift as much. The problem is you got a guy like Tyler
Getting to the end.
over you. It's very difficult to not do that. But, you know, Marty, it's hard to go fast and save fuel.
I love Formula One, but that's
chaos right here.
car racing.
What's important? Am I racing this track position, Steve?
No sauerkraut, the family thanks you, says Mark.
You have to do, but I will say the Toyotas overall, in my
Rob
opinion,
says
have
Harvick's
done
been saving fuel all of 22.
Because I'm not sure they had enough pace
Come on,
on the previous
man.
road courses to pull any of these strategies off.
Come on, man.
Wallace in the Toyota in third, Hamlin in fifth. You know, it's really been well documented how
All
bad
right, we're in the final stage, lap 42 of 82 in today's race. It's Bell, Reddick, Wallace, your top three.
I can't believe Hamlin's sitting there in fifth place. I know they're on a different strategy, but everything we saw from him in stage one told me he wasn't going to finish in the top 25. But here he is. Like I said, they regrouped, settled in, found a pace, found a braking zone that he can deal with.
You stir that son of a bitch and add water. To my mustard? No way, bro.
42, that red one right there of Ty Dillon for
It doesn't have the sweet hot if you stir it.
The road courses here for both those Petty GMS cars, qualified back to the 28th position, but used the strategy to get up here and just was in the top 5, has now fallen back to 8th in a similar position there to Bubba Wallace, pitted on the same lap, trying to save a little bit of fuel so they can do this race on one more stop, but a great run for Ty Dillon, Marty.
Happy contract weekend to his teammate Eric Jones. Got a multi-year
D. Maurice says, come on, Reddick, get up on there, knock baby Bubba out of second.
Ross Chastain looks underneath him. Earlier this week, he said, I love the momentum we're building at this race team, and I also appreciate the fact that
Rob, no more Harvick slander in the chat, sir.
I wanted to stay here. Eric Jones with a nice contract in the books, and
I will time you out
here at Indy today.
It's getting rough once again. The 1, the 34, the 99. As we see Michael McDowell, he put the bumper to the back of the 1 there just moments ago. So fighting for every spot on this racetrack. Differing strategies. We know everybody has to come back to pit road at least one more time, but right now it's Christopher Bell out in front by 3.5 seconds in front of Reddick.
All right, headed to a commercial break. Why didn't somebody tell me I left Gordon up there too long? Malik needs someone to take Hamlin out. Big Dog wants someone to take Putin out. You will not time me out, says Rob. Viking Drove says, I think Captain Kirk kissed Uhura in the show. What's up, man? Alex Black? What's up? Fourth is on your screen. He's in 7th. Okra is good. You like okra? Yeah, he's out there doing his business. Sit for Brain says, good gravy. Here comes AJ again. Like the Energizer Bunny. Harvick up to 17th, y'all. Kyle Busch, 21st. Ty Gibbs, 22nd. They haven't really said much about Kvyat. Marlon, they haven't really said much. I just know that he's way down there. He's 16 laps down in 36th. You like okra, Howard Johnson? It's not my jam. 4-3 Dodgers? Listen, y'all, if you're new, hit that subscribe. Give the video a like. I'd really like to get to 10-1 today. 10-1 would be supreme. Still 23 away. 23 away.
At racing.com. I want to thank them for this great camera angle, looking back at how hard the drivers are having to work, especially right here with AJ Allmendinger. Parker.
Lap 45 of 82 in the race. It's Bell, Reddick, Wallace, your top three.
And they're going all over the place like he's swatting a set of bees inside that car. That has been the problem all
No problem, Marilyn.
Very loose inside that 16 car throughout this day.
Where's AJ at?
At one point, AJ described it as undrivable. But do not despair if you're an AJ Allmendinger fan. Last year when he won this race, he said about midway through,
Ninth.
we were not good, but we put ourselves in position.
Valhalla will finish these hot dogs before Harvick gets a win. Well, that's true.
Parker have a coconut smile and thank them for this onboard shot of Denny Hamlin. Remember earlier this car was so evil, Denny spun on his own. They fixed that on the lap 12 caution. Now they are sipping some fuel to get to splitting their final run. They will pit just one more time. That should come in the next 4 or 5 laps, Rick.
And you mentioned what a handful Denny Hamlin had as we take a look at the Toyota.
Hamlin wants to auction off his trophy. I heard that he brought it today and gave it to him.
Was really fascinating. He started off. He's a great road.
Yeah, I do USC football games, Tyler. USC.
Spinning on his own. He was as low as 34th on the racetrack and has been as high as 4th on this strategy. We know that Denny is going to have to come to pit road within the next 4 laps.
Six Pack says Harvick for the win.
Who came on pit road?
What does Rob Parsons know, y'all? What does he know?
Sure on fuel, but at this point, I think everybody knows the challenges that are in front of them.
That mug over there.
Get a race recap on incidents.
That mug is over there babysitting kangaroos. He's going to tell me who's good at NASCAR.
Contact. I mean, 14 different drivers.
What's up, the dog catcher?
Already, and we're barely through the second stage.
What I'm looking forward to is NASCAR America Motor Mouth on Monday and Wednesday when you guys get to talk about this and the fans get to call in and chat with you about it.
I'm not even supposed to be on the show Monday. I might just call in to give my opinion on everything else. Just so I can see if my man Burton down there, his notebook is full. I'm calling and ask what exactly happened.
I am on the show, and I look forward to calling in. Let's make
Are you asking who I like in NCAA football?
This racetrack. Part of the reason we've seen so much aggression, this part of the racetrack, 4, and now he's coming to this very,
Put water
very
in your mustard. Come on, man.
5-6 complex, trying to straighten it out all you can. Heavy up on the curbs.
I didn't put enough on that first one, though. I wasn't feeling the zing. I wasn't feeling the Engelhofer zing in that first Brock.
Multiple cars backwards in this part of the racetrack. And now a very slow. Listen to the throttle, how slow this part of the racetrack is.
They can cut that particular part of the racetrack pretty much however they want. Potential to lock the right front up into this braking zone because you're kind of laterally loaded to the left. Not a lot of weight.
This race is at the Brickyard in Indy. Yeah.
It looks like you can turn in sooner
Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Dog catcher, the road course, though.
So you can get a little straight drive off. It's more of a 90-degree corner.
Eric wondering where Daniel Suarez is.
The 3-degree corner.
17th for Suarez.
So, battle for the lead shaping up here. We know they're on 2 different strategies, but this 8 car really showing that he has more pace than anybody out there today.
How about this, Junior? A lap ago, or 2 laps ago, ran the fastest lap of the race. Tyler Reddick did.
No surprise after the performance at Road America a few weeks ago.
And if he hears that the 20 is trying to save fuel so that he can make it to his window,
some beef short ribs, nice.
Is pressuring him as much as he can, getting behind him and making him run harder.
No, University of Southern California, Tyler.
How this plays out, because you're probably going to see some yellows as well. So
Digger back there working on Hamlin.
Finally get where you think you can make the rest of the race on gas, and then somehow keep it on the asphalt, which has been okay by yourself.
Rob doesn't follow rugby.
It could be in the next 2 laps.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive.
All right, a quick commercial here. We're about to find out, Kevin. All right, Brad just had some trouble. So he's in 32nd, last car on the lead lap. Kyle Busch, they're in side by side right now, y'all. NASCAR nonstop. Kyle Busch in 18th. Yeah, he's just messing with me. That's why we love him. Ooh, this one's hot, y'all. This one's hot. Bell, Reddick, Blaney, your top three. Reddick working on Bell for the lead, though. Right on his bumper. Rob says Harvick is the greatest. About time you came around, bro. About time you came around to the realities. All right, we're about to get back to it, y'all. Jamie, I heard that Kurt Busch has passed a couple tests. They expect him to be back in the car next week. All right, back to it, y'all.
Battle for the lead. Looking to the inside. Tyler Reddick trying to take the spot away from Christopher Bell. Reddick has more fuel, better tires. Can he get the pass? We know both of these cars will be coming to pit road here shortly.
That was such an aggressive move Reddick made right there. Fortunately, he came out of the throttle. Now inside of him.
All right, Rob, you have a great day, dude. I appreciate the gift again, bro.
They're going to make it from right there. What a race.
All right, here we go. Reddick to the lead.
Now leading at Indianapolis.
Tyler Reddick announced that he was leaving.
No, Terry, I heard that he's still okay for the chase.
At the end of 23, not this year, at the end of next year.
No, I heard that he's still okay. All right, Rob, we'll see you, buddy. You have a great day. V-side, V-side.
Sits on the pole, been leading this race.
And I'll talk to you later today, Robbie.
A distraction, and Richard Childress doesn't need the car owner.
No problem, Jamie.
Either. He needs this car to be running great, just like it is today, to recruit the best driver he can have to replace Tyler Reddick.
And we just heard the radio communication in 20 car. They calling Christopher Bell to pit road this next time by.
And I don't think you'll be alone. We've seen a few cars come to pit road, 7 in total. What does that mean? If you stay
192
on the racetrack,
up in here, up in here.
Those 7 will cycle in front of you. That's the Tyler Reddick concern. He now has the lead, but you just can't run as long as you want.
Take care of it.
And then Brock's hit the spot, y'all.
See right there. Make time, but take care of it. All right, so you're going to see pit road entry is going to get busy on the top of the screen. We know the 20 is coming. We'll see if the 8 decides to come or if he wants to run an extra lap. It all really comes down to risk. The bottom of your screen, the right-hand side is the racetrack. If they run long into that corner, the straighter section, that's pit road.
Yeah, he did, Brando. Yeah, he did. Currently 8th.
Hit him, hit him, hit him.
Does the 8 come?
Rob sending love out to all the Valhalla ladies.
I love that move. You know,
Rocky says, congratulations. I see that butterfly.
So he should be okay. Blaney,
yeah, they did. Rob hooked him up.
See at the top of the screen, more join. Let's see how good they do on their pit stop. This is going to be really interesting to see how much time Bell loses, needing almost 20 gallons of gas.
All right, here we go. Bell to pit road. Both the leaders to pit road.
Start this lap, hit this lap. This was a scheduled stop. Went as far as he could since lap 13 on this set of tires and fuel for Christopher Bell. Wants the left side right on the sign there. It's going to be 4 Goodyear tires and filling it full of fuel here for Christopher Bell in the 20.
That dessert did me.
Stop. Also, the bottom of your screen, you see William Byron on pit road. This should be a shorter stop than the 20.
Hey, we'll see you. We'll see you, James Moore.
33, 4 tires.
You gonna take a nap?
Looks like William
Right on, buddy. Sundays are for naps. What's up, Steve Foltz?
Absolute mission today.
Kyle Busch or any other driver tired of seeing Chase Elliott.
Reminded him, take it easy a couple of times.
Brandon says it's time to see whose strategy works today. Reddick off pit road first.
We'll see where he cycles out once everybody else pits.
And looks, you know, a car length in front turns into 6, growing to 10, growing
He
to
is,
20,
he
growing
is.
to 30.
Ryan Blaney first, Allmendinger second.
Good job by the 20, waiting on fuel, but now you see the penalty it takes.
Yeah, we saw Tyler Reddick didn't have to take nearly as much fuel as what we had to see Christopher Bell take.
And that's new to this car. When we had 5 lug nuts, you could almost fill the entire tank up by the time you change 4 tires. It took 12 seconds.
Ericsson's come on Suarez.
But now that these tire changers with
He's sure moving up, isn't he, Thomas?
Tires in 9 seconds.
Elliott up to 6th.
Not enough, you know, gravity didn't change, right? The fuel only flows so fast.
Big Dog says the dinger's in second. Yes, he is.
Opportunity, that pit time, that's purely
5 seconds behind Ryan Blaney, your race leader. We've got 31 laps to go in today's race.
Blaney out front now. He also came to pit road on lap 33. That's the same
Why
strategy
all the hate on Chase?
that we saw out of Tyler Reddick.
That's part of it, Brando. That's part of it.
Second.
Harvick is sandbagging? No, he's not.
The 6.
6 around again. What a day for Keselowski.
This is on the back straightaway, just out of the turn 5 and 6. Somehow or another, had some trouble getting through that switch.
Gets it going again.
Take a look.
I want Harvick to win, JB.
Sideways, man. Yeah, he was out of control.
Just trying to make lap time. You know, we see it on the ovals as well as on road courses. You got to push this car, but when it steps out, it comes around quickly. Rad's had an eventful day, to say the least.
Yeah, running 30th right now.
It's crazy how hard. All right, Ty Gibbs to pit road. First time we've seen him today on the telecast.
There you see the wrench going in the rear window. That'll change the balance of the car. Try to help this young 19-year-old get around this track.
Kurt watching at home. We hope that he's.
I blinked and Elliott ends up in third.
On the racetrack, back in his 45 car.
Kurt's such a fierce competitor. Miss him being here.
What's up, Daniel?
Blaney on pit road now.
I love that entry. I mean,
Mark says AJ's going to be hard to beat if he gets up front. That's true. He's up front.
Here is where pit road speed starts. Marty.
Rick, I'm sure Steve
Willie
can
rooting for them Chevys. What's up, Daniel?
Hassler. I'm sure his heart was
What's up,
in his
Daniel
front
Barry?
seat when he saw that 6 car briefly stopped on the racetrack. Thought the caution might come out. That would have really called out Ryan Blaney. Car has been
He did win
good,
yesterday.
Somehow they have to make up this 6-second gap.
Man, their rings were beautiful too. The Rams Super Bowl rings were stunning.
That's his biggest issue, and it's been his issue all day long. And look at this move by Jonathan Hassler. Fuel only. Steve, do you like this call here? No
fuel only for the 12, but he stalls it coming out of the pit stall.
Only a second or so, but you don't know what that would have cost him on the track.
All right, fuel only. So he thinks even as quick as tires can be changed, let's get track position with gas only. So this is Blaney leaving pit road. Tyler Reddick.
Blaney coming off as Reddick passes him.
2, 3 downshifts, turns right. That stall could be the difference. Tyler Reddick maintains position over Ryan Blaney.
They were on the same.
Joey Handjob up to 11th.
For the 8 of Tyler Reddick, but track position for that 12 of Ryan Blaney. He's now in front of Christopher Bell.
What a great call for gas only with all of these options and the new pit stops and the new car. I never even considered that even a choice for the 12th car. That's A+, kind of shaking that magic 8 ball and coming up with a
Allmendinger the leader, Elliott in second, 6 seconds back, Truex third, 7 seconds back, Cindric fourth, 7 seconds back.
Chase down this 8 car, Marty.
And listen, I know he's probably upset with himself for stalling it on pit road, but you got to give it to Hassler. Jonathan Hassler, his crew chief. Number 1, Steve, for the fuel-only car.
Harvick 22nd, Bubba Wallace 18th.
They cut a lot of that down. Now can Blaney
choked
on the racetrack? That's the question, Dave.
On pit road now, the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Toyotas are trying out the new invisible stealth paint on Ty Gibbs' car. It's why he has not been seen all day.
He'll have to, though. There was no way they were going to go 45 laps on fuel, so they have to come now with everyone else for this last pit stop. Bottom of your screen, Martin Truex Jr. His car was going really free at the end of that last
Truex to pit road, as is the 9.
Take it to the end and an adjustment to make that car more compliant.
Stenhouse Jr. to pit road.
Pit road is a busy place, and At this point, we talk a lot about how you win, Rick, but it's also how do you finish the best for your car?
I don't know. Maybe, Big Dog. We'll see.
We see Cindric on the racetrack. Suarez
He's back on the track.
Continuing to run. So he was in the ground.
Well, I mean, he's still on the track.
Knows, my chance of winning, but with this creative fuel stretch is kind of out the window. So now just run as long as you can, pit under green, and maybe just have fresh tires. And maybe your car will. We know tires haven't been worth a whole lot, but at this point, the 16
27 to go.
You can only play the hand that's been dealt.
We could see him go at least another 10 laps as far as fuel is concerned for A.J. Allmendinger.
Yeah, so,
looks like he could, Daniel. Looks like he could.
At this point, I would just imagine he's going to stay on the racetrack for all 10. Parker.
And Steve, just to add on to that, once he got to that clean air of the lead, if you looked his lap times, he started clicking off some of the fastest lap times on the racetrack, which is just padding that difference for him if he does choose to come down here and pit and maybe do a sort of fuel stop like we saw in the 12 or put those tires on. I think this sort of opens up their strategies a little bit.
Keep really fast. Calm him down, Frankie. Just keep him calm.
Oh, Allmendinger reporting some kind of trouble inside the car.
Like A.J. Allmendinger, clear track is your friend, right? Just, hey, let's not be creative. Let's just go run fast.
Josh Bilicki up to 10th. 2 more likes for 155.
For A.J. Allmendinger, the fastest was Tyler
Yeah, he's
Reddick,
awesome on road courses, isn't he, Big Dog?
He is currently the only one that can make it all the way to
Chevy Ford, your top 4. Kyle Busch up to 5th
Reddick
in that Toyota.
is running 8th. Blaney is 9th, but it's Allmendinger, last year's winner and the winner of the Xfinity race yesterday, who's out front here at the Brickyard.
All right, we're probably headed to a commercial here. All right, it's not a commercial, it's NASCAR nonstop, so I can't play that because of the commercials, y'all. But it's Allmendinger still in the lead. Brontosaurus would love to see the Dinger win. Cool parachute, says Butterfly. Sheila encouraging people to hit the like. Races between the 8 and the 12, says Jeffrey Adams. Tyler Reddick currently in 8th, showing in 8th position. 35 seconds back from the leader. That 12 of Ryan Blaney, 9th position, 38 seconds back from the leader. Willie says Suarez is moving up. Suarez up to 6th. Army, baby, Army. Go Army, beat Navy. Harvick making his move. I don't know, he's still in 20th. Suarez on pit road right now. I'm not sure, Gregory. I'm not sure. I don't know what Benny's saying. I haven't seen it. The message keeps getting deleted. 20th, Jamie. Willie says, I'm an 8-year Navy vet. Malad says Kyle Busch is going to win it. NASCAR non-stop right now, y'all. I'll get you back to the audio as soon as I can. Man versus Fish. I hope that's not bullshit. Says breaking Ohtani to the Dodgers. What? I'll play the sucker. The Navy always gives the Army a ride to wherever they need to go. Kind of true. Except for me, when I deployed, it was in a plane. All right, here we go. Back to it.
It's taken the PGA Tour's very best just to get to this point.
I'm going to have to go to Twitter, man. If Ohtani goes to the Dodgers, y'all, I'm going to be hyped.
With the St. Jude Championship from Memphis. Coverage on Golf Channel, NBC.
I'll take the bait. I'm going to take the bait and go luck.
By Geico as we look once again at the Brickyard Golf Course.
It's not trending, so I don't know if I believe it.
couple holes on the inside of this very famous racetrack as we see the 38. That's Todd Gilliland. He is out front. He came to pit road on lap 32. So Gilliland, Kyle Busch, Bowman, and Hand all still have to come to pit road. We're going to see Kyle Busch make the move now.
Yeah,
okay, I took the bait. I'm in Twitter.
What a great weekend. Had a great qualifying effort. Talked about his transition from the Truck Series over to the Cup Series and how to use all the driver data and the SMT to improve his weekends.
I took the bait.
He's going to end up cycling back after the pit stop, but at some point you need to go out there and you need to lead. You need to remind yourself you have the talent to be in the Cup Series. It's an uphill battle. We continue to say it takes 70 or 80 starts to figure it out.
I got you, man, versus Fish.
Cup Series career, but doing a nice job in what
What's
is a
up,
very
Roland Olsen? So we've got 24 to go here in the race.
Laps that he's ever led in the Cup Series.
He'd never been to this racetrack. Qualifies.
Yeah, easy on the caps, y'all.
In the session of qualifying, able to qualify in the top 10.
Daniel says they were supposed to give me a ride in the USMC, but I never saw a ship once.
Kyle Busch pits from third here, and I agree with what Steve said earlier, considering their best road course finish of the year has been 28th to this point.
Throw him if you have to, Butterfly. Just toss him. I haven't seen anything he's put, but if you think he needs to go, just throw him. Put him on band air. Gillen showing us the leader now. Bowen second, Hand third, Reddick fourth, Bell fifth.
I just pay attention to the way Kyle does his interviews, and if he's frustrated and he's giving you, negative remarks in his interviews, it means to me that things must not be going that well the way he wants them to do, or he's frustrated about it when you bring it up. Over the last couple of weeks, the conversation has gotten a lot more mild, and there's been some smiles on the face of that driver.
All right, welcome to today's coverage of the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. NASCAR Cup Series racing here on Valhalla Sports Talk. We've got 24 laps to go in this final stage.
This time, I think that's the 38. Right behind him was the 48 of Bowman.
Alex Bowman to pit road.
Side, though, the 15 of Joey Hand. This driver
that'll move Hand up into second.
World. He's won at Le Mans. He's come over and committed
Station
to run all
at
the
Yuma
courses in this
from 96 to 98. Nice, bro. You talking about hot, though.
You just talked about
holy shit.
how little bit of time you get on
that is a hot place.
Joey Hand doing a nice job. He had a little contact earlier.
Vol has just been traded to NBC Sports.
Post on this car, so that I think is going to hurt his pit stop speed, but nice to see Joey Hand enjoying
243 up in here. That's our high for today. Subscribe, like, turn on the bell, notifications. We do every one of these NASCAR races, the points paying ones.
I enjoyed it, but he said once I got in the race and I was in that top 15, it was pretty evident that a lot of guys didn't feel like they would see me again very often. So the aggressiveness was quite high. He said that's going to be one of the biggest shocks. We hear that a lot from drivers coming from the sports car open wheel world. The aggressiveness level of racing the Cup Series on these road courses. We see Danny Kvyat there has got an issue.
Yeah, Danny, and off the pace, we're going to have to see this.
Uh-oh.
Is flat right rear.
You see the tire.
Someone's got a flat here. Kvyat.
One of the rear tires is flat. The car's a little bit crooked. As
trying to get that 26 back to pit road.
He's in turn 11 right here.
He's got a long way to go.
Spot, a blind right-hander, hand out the window, but limited spotters around the area. Just hopefully everybody. I guess he's far enough off driver's right.
It'll get tight here though as he comes through to 12.
I actually wonder if it's not flat, no flat tires.
Why is it that they're not running the oval at Indy?
Yeah, there's something there.
I saw the left rear change directions like it has a toe link broken. You see the damage above the left rear tire like it's made contact maybe with a wall.
Who was that predicted 10 cautions today?
4. That's where he had spun.
Yeah, there's definitely an issue. Good point, Steve. See that left rear moving around a little bit.
He's on pit road now.
He's one of these drivers like Joey Hand.
San Diego was your home Navy base?
Series and has to go do these restarts and all this crazy stuff that you see in the Cup Series. And those guys when
yep, Hand up in first place.
They don't like me. What they don't realize, they treat everybody like that. It's just the nature
in
of the
that 15 car with the Ford
here.
Sponsorship.
Joey Hand in this 15 car, though, he has earned the respect of the drivers that he's raced with. He's done a nice job to put his car in really good
the final stage, Tyler.
To have good finishes. And he's taught. Listen to some of the Ford drivers talking
22
about
to
how
go.
they help them become better race car drivers.
Yeah, I talked to Calvin Fish.
All right, I'll be right back, y'all.
Analyst on NASCAR or on NBC's IMSA coverage. He knows so many of those drivers in the sports car world, and I think, big hit.
Oh wow, the 42, big wreck. That's going to be our caution. Our first real caution of the day.
42. You see the door ripped open.
Turn 1 area.
The 5 car also down there. Both
5
these
car
cars
rounding in the
involved
grass
the
as
same
well.
accident, I believe.
Ty was, and you see a lot of damage there to the driver's
Oh,
side.
I got pedal.
And a bad birthday for Kyle Larson.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. You okay? Yeah, I think so.
I think so. That's a driver evaluating himself. It takes a minute just to collect yourself and figure out how you are feeling.
Look at the right front wheel. We don't see much
What's up,
damage to
Roland
the wheels of
Olson?
these cars these
I
days, but
predicted
that
10.
wheel
If we get a
is
caution
distorted
every
so
spin, I
badly.
would have been right.
Some
That's true,
contact
Jeff.
somehow.
All right, we're down.
That's a hard hit.
Listen, y'all, just be
Sometimes you can look
easy
at
on the
damage and
caps.
Kind of have an idea of what happened, but
Please
I'll be
be
honest, where
easy
this
on the
car's sitting,
capital
where the
letters
five's
in
sitting,
your
I'm not
post.
sure what could have led to this. As you see Ty climbing out, there's Kyle Larson.
Kyle was
out.
Kyle was already multiple laps down, just trying to finish his day out.
So the AMR safety team there.
Larson out of the car.
Dylan as Kyle Larson's going to jog
Running
his way
somewhere.
back into the infield.
And I think Kyle and him's going to talk about it for a second.
Larson checks on Ty to make sure he's okay, I think.
Wanted to
I'm
figure
not
out
sure.
what went wrong there. Let's take a look.
Oh boy!
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow, the 5 car
Sure
just
Kyle
went
was
into the
coming over to
turn, full
apologize.
tilt.
Some sort of
And
mechanical
takes
issue
out
on the side of the
Dylan.
car for him. Look at that. He is flying when he
He
comes
went
in
no
there.
brake at all. No
So I
brake
heard
at
you say,
all.
I
Got to
have
the
a
turn.
pedal,
Looks like the brakes were out on that
Looking
5
back
car.
Now maybe he didn't have brakes, and now he does have
And
brakes.
holy
That's
shit.
the one thing that seems to make sense. And to your point, that is why he went over to talk to Ty Dillon.
I'd say we're lucky that wasn't
Are
worse
cap
than it
guns
was.
allowed?
I mean,
No. I would love to see the new car on the oval.
That was huge.
I agree.
4
Jeff.
more likes for
That's a big
160.
impact. Oh my goodness! Gosh.
I mean, the speeds that they're getting going into turn 1, and if Kyle Larson didn't have brakes or the brakes weren't working, we're talking he could have been going 150, 160 miles an hour.
That was a
there.
hard hit, too.
Yeah, what a scary situation for Kyle Larson. Ty Dillon didn't know it was coming, but Larson did. Larson's driving in the corner. He knows he's not going to be able to stop and just trying to avoid, minimize hitting. It's just it's a terrible situation to be in. Let's go listen to what he said. This is just before the race.
Confirming that your brake fans are on. Yeah. I'm standing on the pedal really hard, though.
All right, so the in-car with the 5 radio.
Standing on the pedal really hard.
So he asked about the brake fans. I'm not sure if they were cycle them on and off. I'm not sure if maybe they see some temperature in the rotor, in the braking zone, somewhere on a
Yeah, it
camera.
messed it up bad,
And
huh,
seems
Purple
like
Haze?
a very odd question.
Only squirt
After
guns
a
in the
restart,
chat.
That makes sense. Hey, did you put your fans back on? Right, Dale? I might ask you
Quiet
to shut
ones.
them off under yellow and turn them back on as soon as we get going. But we've been in a long green flag run. It was 22-lap green flag run. It's just a very odd question to be asked in the middle of a green flag cycle.
Could he have been answering Larson? Larson may have been saying, hey, I've got problems with my brakes, and then he says, have you turned your fans on?
Yeah, it's
Could
hard.
that have been an
For
answer?
Sure. It's an odd conversation at this point during the race, and it was clear that the 5 car was not able to slow his vehicle down.
240 in the house.
Very violent crash here between the 5 of Kyle
Man,
Larson
what a hit. That's
and
a
the
crazy hit
42
there.
of Ty Dillon.
You're just going into the
Walked
turn if
away
you're
from this
Dylan,
one.
and all of a
Matter fact,
sudden,
Larson
bam!
Jogged over just to check on.
It's like a
Ty
T-bone
Dillon.
wreck. We go to a commercial break. Under our first real caution of the day, the other 2 cautions were for stage ending. We've got 20 laps to go in the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. Tyler Reddick is your leader. Christopher Bell second. Ryan Blaney third. Yeah, one of the bigger hits of the year, no doubt. At least biggest hit, car v car, right? At least biggest hit would have involved 2 cars versus a car versus the wall. But yeah, let's park Rusty there. We all know the caution is out. We'll go to the 7th screen. One more like for 160, y'all. How did Larson get a little bit of damage, but the Dillon had the most? Well, I'm sure there's a lot of damage on the front of that 5 car. .233 in the house. Can't believe I fell for that Ohtani rumor. All right, Dodgers up 5-3 now per Twitter. So what did y'all think? I just saw the replay, but what did y'all think about Brock Lesnar bringing in the old forklift yesterday during SummerSlam? Didn't appear to help him win it. Yeah, tell the bots no caps, exactly. What's up, Roland Olsen? 162 likes. Kay says, if you lose brakes, I think that is the most damage to a car. No brakes, can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, he was going a ton. Let's get back to it.
Matter of fact, if you look back from the Coca-Cola pace cam on the pace car, but just about to cross the Brickyard right there.
Larry Bird fan, there you go.
Earlier yesterday, the legends of this racetrack got together for a photo opportunity.
Just watch the replays. Glad the 42 car was there. He didn't have anything to help him stop.
One at this such a prestigious racetrack. You see Elio
I went for Reigns all the way, says Butterfly.
Kane.
Yep.
Jeff Gordon. Our own Dale Jarrett.
You see Brad Kay talking.
Saw Bobby Rahal.
Anyone's race until the checkered flag, says Mark.
One of the cool things here, Mario Andretti. You think about it, this was a tradition started.
Big Dog says, I've never lost my brakes at 200 miles an hour. Me neither.
He hadn't raced.
I've never lost my brakes.
So he never really kissed the brakes here at Indianapolis.
Period.
But he did that tradition with DJ.
So I'm going to tell you, if you're a race fan, that everyone that was down there was unbelievable. But I'm not sure anybody oozes more cool than Mario.
Yes.
Like, I mean, even to everything he's done in his life, hanging around him, he sets cool to a new level.
Like Parker.
Kind of.
Right.
Just stuck. We're stuck on 10,077, y'all.
It is
Stuck.
pretty cool and has put his driver in a great position here as Adam Stevens, the crew chief for Christopher Bell. So you use some great strategy to get that track position, get to the lead.
The winner will be whoever passes post-race inspection, says Chris.
He's pretty fast, to be honest with you. Can I just say I'm so happy that we have some speed in our car at a road course for once. Bell's such a phenomenal talent. He's so good on the road courses, and we just haven't.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm sure they do a check of some kind before every race. Butterfly.
I think if we can get the lead on
just
the restart,
happens. A lot of bouncing around. Larson went airborne at one point earlier in the race, if I remember right. Hit one of those rumble strips. So you don't know what that's going to do.
We haven't yet. I think we're going to have that discussion here in a minute. But it all depends on the row behind you and if you get dive bombed or not, and who can keep the tires from locking up down into one.
That's the main question there, guys. Where do you want to be going down the
All right, let's take it through the field here real quick.
It's not a question of if you get dive bombed.
Let's take it through the field. There's 1 through 10.
Outbreak everybody. They're going to come in there at you. So, I have to go the front row. I mean, I just have to pick.
Here comes 11
if I'm Bell, I got to
through
go
20
the front row and try to outbreak Reddick and keep from getting run into.
The reason we're under caution, a very violent accident. Take a look at the speeds here.
And then we got 20
doesn't really do it
through
justice.
30.
It just, we talk about racing cars, driving cars, and how
and then the rest of the field.
We are under control.
So we've got 31 cars on the lead lap. Justin Haley, who was a lap down earlier, has managed to come back. The first accident of the race, or the first spin of the race. He's in 31st.
If you have a failure, it's going to be big.
Looking back, and it will be Reddick.
Oh, no doubt, Thomas.
Christopher Bell making up that first row.
So few cars came to pit road. They're going to restart all the way back. Joey Ham, we were talking
The
about
only time in my life I lost brakes was on a bike going down a hill. The only time I had anything like that, I was on a skateboard in El Segundo, California, going downhill, and I couldn't get it woed up, and it was going too fast, so I found a curb at the rec park that launched me about 10 feet in the air.
Reddick, the control car, the race leader on the inside as they will enter turn number 1.
All right, here we go.
Christopher Bell in the number 20 on the outside of row 1. And green
flag.
In the air. Now, the race to turn 1.
Here we go. It's been eventful.
On that outside lane, that's been an advantage.
Street cars wide going into turn 1. Who's going to come out of it?
Reddick into turn 1. Reddick with a good turn. 3 wide behind him.
Everybody through. Reddick to the lead.
The 20 drops back to 3rd.
Look at A.J. Allmendinger on the inside of the 20 car.
Oh, Allmendinger's trying to pass on the inside. A lot of smoke from the tires.
He tries to make the pass on the 20.
Bell didn't like it. Bell didn't like it. He's leaning on him.
Now we're going to be 3.
Allmendinger running Bell to the grass for 3rd.
Headed into turn 7. Chase Elliott on the outside.
Reddick still in the lead.
Allmendinger trying to outbrake Chase Elliott. He does. Through 7. 3 wide behind him.
This has been terrible for Christopher Bell, losing spots right and left.
Yeah, Bell dropping like a rock.
They're still attacking him. Once you lose momentum, man, it's like,
big crash behind us.
Big wreck, they said. They're not showing anything, though.
The 4 of
Harvick involved.
The 4 of the 48.
The 48 involved.
Alex Bowman backing up. Getting it going once again.
Harvick gets that gear wrench forward out of the grass.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Junior. Yeah, you and I saw the same
Still
thing.
under green.
The 4 looks like heavy damage. It's going to absolutely be mechanical. Probably another toe link. This could end his day.
Left rear going down on that 4 gear wrench car. Harvick running out of races to make the playoffs. After today, there will only be 4 races left in the regular season.
I think that'll move it into a must-win for sure, as we see Chase Elliott and A.J. Allmendinger side by side into 1.
Let's see what happened here.
Sliding already was
they were already turning by the time the telecast picked it up.
So many cars having to avoid going through the grass.
What's up, COO?
Live action. Look at the battle. They all got
They were
single file
delicious.
this time.
Did you have some lunch?
Through 5 and 6 in order to set themselves up for 7.
That's a fight for 3rd. Allmendinger has it right now.
Yeah, for the race. But it's a road course, so it takes forever for a lap.
Out of row 2, goes 3 wide.
Yeah, 17 laps remaining.
That's a real fortunate situation on those older
240 in the house.
Christopher Bell cannot shake Michael McDowell. He'd love to get, by
the
himself
4 is toast. Yeah, no doubt.
These guys and get some of these lost positions, but Michael McDowell is on his inside, his outside, fighting him every corner.
Chase Elliott now.
Allmendinger and Elliott battling for 3rd.
Elliott
to the inside to take that spot. Here comes the 24
it just doesn't have quite the pace
of Byron. Now he's looking at Allmendinger.
Bounce of his race car, not happy at all with the back end, no grip.
Loose, and that really
What's
hurts
up, Tyler Roberts?
Corners. Let's go on board and listen to AJ.
I don't know if I'm going to make it, guys. Hey, man, do not hurt yourself. Whatever you do not hurt yourself. If you can't make it, it's not that big a deal, dude.
Picked Reddick, but I'd really like to see Blaney get it, says David.
Try to get you some water.
Complaining about heat in the car.
Well, I think Harvick's done now, DeMarie.
Pushing himself beyond what he physically thinks he's capable of. Look at him, though. Still fighting, still working his car. Worked hard yesterday. Remember, he did double duty. Worked hard yesterday.
One more like for 165. We'd really like to get 200. We've got 239 up in here. Hit the like. It's free. Subscribe if you're new.
And now, holding on to the 4th position, Byron right behind him for 5th.
Christopher Bell's finally able to get clear of those cars behind him and close in.
Harvick apparently made it back to pit road. I haven't heard anything.
Bell's got to collect himself. He was sitting there on the front
Reddick's
row.
lead over Blaney now, a little less than a second.
Everybody built momentum on him. Now he fell all the way back to 6th. It's so frustrating as a driver.
Go Chase, says Gregory.
Race is far
shaping up to being one of the best finishes of the season, says David. DeMarie agrees about Harvick. Go
Guys
Bush,
like
his
Michael Jordan
six-pack.
and Denny Hamlin, obviously, when he's not behind the wheel, are going to look at this race and say, what a great job we have done. They have locked up Tyler
It's
Reddick
Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Chevy, Chevy.
2024
in your top 5.
That race team, as we take a look at the
Bell is the first Toyota
turn
in
by
6th.
Tyler Reddick. 92nd lap for Tyler Reddick in that number 8.
We saw this at Road America also. No surprise that Tyler Reddick's making speed on the road course.
I think you also got to
I know
give
that
RCR
feeling Valhalla in my mind. I was Tony Hawk. In reality, I was useless on a skateboard.
Tyler Reddick, when he was hired by this team,
I was never real good at it either. I was never real good riding them either.
He's allowed them to
But I had a real little skateboard, you know, like narrow and short with big wheels.
For this company, but
not like these ones they got now.
Before they hired Tyler,
but that thing was a death trap.
And it's amazing that that's what we're talking about. This
Blaney has the oldest tires, reports David. Let's go, Ryan. This is moonshine.
With that organization, but it was shocking news, Marty.
Boy, restart of the day to Ryan Blaney. Keep in mind, they have 18-lap older tires than everybody else in front of them.
CRZ X Gamer X, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor, be proud.
So, Steve, do you agree with the call Jonathan Hassler
There you
made?
go, Butterfly putting up the link for the Discord if you want to join the Discord, y'all. Butterfly been doing a lot of work in there.
Blaney has made it work earlier today, making it work right now.
And I appreciate her for it. Where's Kyle Busch running right now?
Points as of now with 5 races to go.
Well, I think the conversation
Kyle Busch currently in 12th.
Do you think it's a win or do you think it's points? What's your way to go in the playoffs?
Dean Reeses, I would say he had a good run this season, but he seems not to be too excited.
We need to win. So
he's lost that Levin feeling.
I thought this was going to work out worse on this restart than it did. Blaney's doing an amazing job because points-wise, if you're only racing...
So Blaney is on old-ass tires, y'all. Everyone else on much newer tires with 14 to go.
4 to 12, but I think over the next 4 races, they're going to have to...
He's been up and down, Evil, up and down.
As a race team, win or score
currently in
points
18th.
We have another road course at Watkins Glen a couple weeks away, and the same choices will be presented again.
My first skateboard had steel wheels. My first one didn't have steel. It had those, they're kind of like rock wheels. I don't know what the hell they were made out of. But man, they would catch a rock and you were going airborne if you hit anything.
I think these Goodyears they brought here, though, are
yeah, it's going good, Eric.
Fuel tank. You just don't want to start locking them up. I think you could damage them if you start flat spotting, but you know, Ryan doing
there you
a great
go. Dab Dave says hit that smash that like button. Hulk smash it.
Ending into it, you see on the bottom of the screen.
David says Harvick to the garage. Yep.
Back to that points conversation. He was 17th coming in.
Yep, in the garage.
So with him having a bad day, the 12 and the 19, that gap to make the playoffs is pretty big. Now their biggest fear is a new winner. Dave.
Steve, great news. Ty Dillon has walked from the infield care center.
What's up, Shirley?
Power.
Go Chevrolet. This is Chris Davis.
Surprised it looked like. What did you feel?
Yeah, the ones you had to oil.
Flash, and that's about the hardest I've been hit by anything.
171 likes. We can hit 200, y'all. 13 to go.
I'm okay. These cars are safe enough to take a shot like that. I just hate it. It's just we were having a good run with our Ferris Camaro and just blindsided, really. So I'm all good. It just it's been a tough year, but I'm never going to quit. We're going to keep getting better, and we're running good, and just things are happening. So you'll have.
Dean Marie says he'll be my driver till his retirement. Then it'll be Tyler Reddick, with Ty Gibbs a close second.
To talk to Kyle Larson, who was released after being checked a few minutes ago, and Kyle said, "No, I just want to go talk to my guys." You guys thought maybe a mechanical of some sort. He wants to know what happened to his 5-car to start this thing.
I can understand that. Before he talks to the media, he wants to go get with his team and see why he entered.
Well, there you go, Brontosaurus.
Mechanically on that race car, let the driver of the 5 down. So good to hear from Ty Dillon, though. Top of the screen, you see the hood coming up on the 48 car.
Bowman 5 laps down, currently in 32nd.
Off the ground to the 5, and just flying through the air.
Yeah, just a flush hit. When they hit hit side to side on that right front tire, it was just a really hard hit.
And you have to remember the 42.
Reddick's lead over Blaney now, 2.4 seconds.
Ty Dillon, they will be going different directions at the end of this season. So he's still looking for a ride for 2023.
They'll probably get them one more commercial in before the end of this.
You might have heard of.
Yep, so they're NASCAR nonstop right now, y'all. NASCAR nonstop, 235 in the house. Your leader continues to be Tyler Reddick. Subscribers away from 10,100, y'all. All right, best Subway sandwich, y'all. What's the best thing to order from Subway? Let's hear it in the chat as the Subway commercial is on our screen here. What's your go-to at Subway, everybody? I think they're showing replays right. No, I think maybe the 41 is around. Go past Subway to Jersey Mike's. Baja Steak, Italian BMT. Let's go odd numbers, says IV Daniel. Grilled chicken with pepperoni. Veggie, says Thomas. 53, Greg, 53. Spicy Italian with pickles. Italian sub. Steak and cheese tuna melt. Chicken teriyaki. All right, back to it, y'all.
IndyCar Series will head to Music City to race on the streets of Nashville. That coverage.
Dee Marie not into hot sandwiches.
On NBC and Peacock.
You don't have to get them hot.
What a weekend it has been here at Indianapolis. The IndyCar Series racing yesterday.
239 up in here.
Xfinity Series.
Butterfly, not a sandwich person at all. You don't like to eat a lot of bread, do you, Butterfly?
In front of that 9 of Elliott. That's a fight for the second position now. Blaney, a lot older tires than what Elliott has. We'll see if he can hang on to that position.
And we see the 12 car having a lot of trouble.
Reddick's lead now almost full 3 seconds over Blaney as he tries to bring this one home.
We also see the
But this would be Reddick's second win of his career, y'all? Would this be Reddick's second win?
And to worry Blaney, to be out of his mirror.
I agree,
not
David.
Not really an attempt to pass. But
Go
as he's
Dinger says
following this
6-pack.
car, he is putting a little more temperature in his brake pedal, in his brakes. That gives him a chance to get a little cool air. It's a great shot right here, Jeff. To see
Flatbread, roast beef, pepper jack cheese. There you go.
Using all of the
Italian club, says Jeff Powell. Butterfly says I hardly eat bread. The honest Subway answer, though, is whatever they have available. Most of my Subway time when I worked in GTMO was never sure what they would have in stock.
So does it go through 13?
So Gitmo had a Subway sandwich shop?
Trying to straighten this out as much as he can because it leads to that straight. He had to lift a
You're
little bit.
You're 3 years older than me, Greg?
If he could just enter with Blaney.
Old man height.
Right on his bumper, I don't think Blaney can hold him back under brakes.
If he goes to the
5 more likes for 180. We're not going to make it to 200, y'all.
Hopefully to maybe push that 12 car. Here he goes.
The 9 passing the 12 for second.
Move around, and that was a huge overbreak right there. That was amazing he could beat him that badly. Shows you where the 12 is struggling.
I'm going to be interested what this next clean lap looks like for the 9, just because he could almost match Reddick's lap time while chasing the 12 down. How much was he being held up by the 12? I think we're going to find out here.
Spicy Italian footlong.
Reddick with a comfortable lead does not want a yellow with that 9 car now in second place.
All at Gitmo. I had no idea, Moonshine.
For Tyler Reddick with Chase Elliott behind him.
I think absolutely. The 8 car's got the pace. If he sits in there and doesn't make any mistakes,
Best thing to order from Subway, everything, says Brontosaurus.
And a Fast 9 car on a road course. We got Road America all over again.
Just remind you that
Go Gadget Goldfish says 6-pack.
Peacock at the conclusion of the race.
Reuben with pepper, jack cheese, horseradish, and mustard. Wow, Shelby.
As Allmendinger now putting some pressure on Ryan Blaney.
This is impressive because I thought Allmendinger was going to fade, talking about being uncomfortable in the car and also knowing that this.
I'm good with Reddick winning again, rolling.
But this shows.
I'm good with Reddick winning again.
Just a superior road course racer.
Now he's seen the weakness also of Blaney.
Ty Gibbs, y'all, just another race that you want from a guy new to NASCAR. Sitting there in 21st, hasn't been on here for any trouble. I haven't seen him spin. Representing himself good in his first 2 races at the Cup level.
Who won yesterday in Xfinity. But is there a concern maybe on the 8? Listen on the radio.
Jared from Subway, no, we're not going to be doing that, bro. I can't find this race, so I'm watching the movie Grease. There you go, Butterfly.
Remind him, take it easy on the brakes. I'm seeing a little bit of red. I don't want to see that. Tyler Reddick looks like cruising to a second win, Dave.
Dale Jr. gets the gold star of the day because, indeed, brake problems for Chase Elliott most of the day. They were not to his liking. So, yes, ducking out to cool them just a little bit before he made that aggressive
I would not count out that 9 car, even with 8 to go.
7 of his 17 career wins have come on tracks like this, Marty.
The race is on NBC, though, Butterfly.
18-lap older tires and those around him.
Going to be a clean sweep for the Chevys this weekend.
Jonathan Hassler has reminded him several times. Keep that in mind. Kevin Harvick's had problems today. Eric Almirola had problems. So in the point picture, Ryan Blaney has gained 39 points as they sit right now. So he would have a fairly comfortable lead.
Tired of seeing Chase Elliott in front.
These final 4 races of the regular season.
And Marty, that car that's trying to pass him there is the 16 and 8.
Roland says, I think Reddick or Blaney Valhalla. The old one with John Travolta? That's the only one. That's the only one worth watching. Elliott with 6 top 2s in a row is impressive, says Jeff. 7 to go.
Ran out of water. Hasn't had water this entire last stage, so really putting in a tough effort here for AJ Allmendinger in that 16 car. Behind him, the 24.
There'll be no bonus coverage today of the Dodgers, y'all. No bonus coverage. After this thing ends, I'm going to bounce out of here. Got some stuff to do, and I might take me a nap.
And the 12, as they've all tried to work by that 12 of Ryan Blaney, he has serious speed here as he's running in the 5th position.
Steve, you wanted to know about the 9 car, what kind of lap time he might run now that he's clear in second place, almost 3/10 better than Reddick.
But the next scheduled stream is tomorrow, Dodgers Giants, 4 days in a row.
That's incredible. We've had so much parity, so much uncertainty all year long.
Moonshine says the Bill Elliott slander, man, he's one of the nicest folks I've ever met.
There's been no consistency in any team.
Bill says, I'm an Alex Bowman fan. I was happy with his car today till he got into Harvick.
That's when the championship favorites kind of make their moves, start scoring those playoff points. You see he has 25 to Chastain's 14.
Slaps him alone? What does that mean?
As you pointed out, very
impressive. Aloe?
He'd like to get that second and turn it into a win and score some more of those valuable playoff points.
He's going to get quite a few playoff points at the end of the regular season.
When Ty Gibbs comes to Cup, he'll already be better than 2/3 of the field. Thomas says, F the Giants.
In the regular season standings, and you get 15 playoff points for winning.
Harvick needs to win. That's his only chance. And then it's going to be iffy.
Still 3.5 seconds behind Tyler Reddick, so he has not.
You hit it on the wrong race, Butterfly?
With just under 6 laps to go, but a big damage here for.
Uh-oh, the 20.
Right front, and it'll bring
a flat tire. Imagine that. Caution flag.
Here at the road course.
Man. Obviously, the tire's flat. Is it?
Imagine that. If you don't change your tires,
fender's missing. Did he flat spot
it? Might blow up.
Tire? Did he have contact? Let's take a look and see what happened to the 20. There's the fender on the racetrack. That's an issue. So right here, this is from 11 to 12, heavy braking. Jeff, you talk about how awkward the braking is.
They heard me say I wanted to take a nap and said, nope, not now, sir.
And then boom. Oh, yeah, that fender's right in the middle of the front straightaway.
Tells me he flat spotted the tire into turn 12. We kept talking about it, kept waiting for it to happen, and it just failed the tire.
Man. Well, so first it's decision time. I am comfortable with saying I expect the leads to stay on the racetrack. Tires have not been huge. Well, that's the magical question, Rick. If you can answer that, then you need to go down 9 floors and sit on a pit box because, the truth is I don't know. Briscoe in 16th, perhaps, or Hamlin in 15th. Do they say, hey, to improve, I have to have tires? You want to be on offense?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a mess in turn 1.
Would pit probably, if I couldn't start.
Brontosaurus was a fan of Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, but Chase not so much.
Looking at tires. But we'll see if everybody agrees with me when we come back.
No, it kind of hurt him because he was cruising, Dennis. He was cruising to a win.
5 to go here in Indianapolis.
And he'll stay out, but what does everybody else behind him do? That's the question. All right, I'm going to turn this off. What does everyone else behind him do? What's up, Adventures with David? 6-3 Dodgers at 7th inning stretch. There you go. Yep, Reddit in trouble now. All depends on what they do, y'all. Big yawn. 3-2 Astros win. Getting interesting now, says Thomas. Top 5 probably the best road racers in Cup, says David. A lot of good ones up there, that's for sure. No, I think he's going to stay with Joe Gibbs next year, Jamie. He's doing pretty good, Marcus. Kind of sitting there in 20th. All right, let's go through the field. Early dinner and nap? No lie, Marcus. All right, let's go through the field. Doug thinks the top 5 will stay out. T-Van says Dinger for the win. All right, here we go. There's your top 10. I am tired, man. I am tired. All right, here we go. 11 through 20. Back to the audio.
Right now, it's Tyler Reddick up front, the crew chiefs.
All right, here comes 20 through 30.
Right now, as they will decide how far back will you make that decision to come to pit road.
And we're getting ready to find out.
And 30 through the rest of the field.
Left. If you go a little bit straight past there, that'll be pit entry. So I assume Reddick, Elliott, Blaney. This no-brainer for the front 2, 3, 4
All right, so let's see what they do here.
The question just becomes, who is the first to think tires matter? It is going to be an absolute slugfest. So I don't know if tires are going to help you keep your car in control or not. 11 of Hamlin, first taker.
Hamlin, the first taker to pit road.
From there, we see the 6 of Brad Kay.
Kozlowski.
Direction, the 11 was running.
So 14. Not a ton, y'all. Not a ton.
A lot of cars choose to stay on the racetrack. We'll see if tires.
Not a ton. So tires will not mean much of anything. I don't think with 5 to go. Probably 4 when we get back to racing.
Right now, even if you're back further in the field, it's just trying to avoid the wreck that's going to happen in turn 1. Like, it's not about speed. It's just trying to find your way through that chaos. Dave.
Well, Alan Gustafson is, I believe you're counting cars, which is allowed in this, to see what you have to deal with here. Your man is in a great spot now with that gap caught up. How is it for the end for him?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's not been a super easy day for us.
Moonshine thinks we'll have at least 3 more cautions now. Wouldn't shock me. I think I better use the restroom.
So it's all about the launch here, and who knows what's going to happen in turn 1. It's just real wide and then funnels down.
Reddick better get up on the wheel because Chase will go for broke, no doubt.
With Randall Burnett as driver, Tyler Reddick's been fantastic today. Kind of feels like Road America all over the go. The 9 and the 8 battling each other. Steve called it. It's going to be a slugfest on this restart. How do you feel about your driver's chances?
268 in the chat. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Give the video a like. Turn on the bell notifications. It's the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard here on Valhalla Sports Talk from Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
We got Chase there and AJ, and so it's going to get exciting. I feel like we got the best driver for it, and this 3G team's been doing great all day long, so hopefully we can pull this out.
There you go, restart with a handful of laps to go. And Steve, I think that's the appropriate term. Slugfest. We'll see what happens here.
Well, as I look at all the players involved, AJ Allmendinger comes to mind, right? He's in fourth. Well, this is how we won a year ago. It was Hamlin and Briscoe. And
come on, Reddick, this is Sally. Welcome to the show, Sally Holderback.
If you're saying the over-under, I'm taking over 5 wide on this restart at some point.
These have been the restarts already today. 7, 8 wide here as they enter turn number 1, and it's been calamity corner. Drivers off course, drivers missing the turn. We saw the big hit by Larson into Ty Dillon, but just trying to funnel 7, 8 cars wide down to maybe.
Nah, he's out of the race, Doug. He's in the garage. Harvick probably already on a helicopter,
so
headed for the airport.
You're getting ready to see. And it's no fun. I mean, this is, from a driver's standpoint, being in the middle of this mess, it's all you can do is drive in there and just be on offense and hope it works out. Up in the front, whole different deal. We saw how important it is.
Reddick, Elliott, Blaney, Allmendinger, your top 4 with 4 to go.
Chase Elliott right now has got to find a way to enter at least side by side into turn 1 with Reddick.
Yeah, I don't think anybody outside of maybe the guys on the front row get through this first turn without some
apple
sort of
pie,
contact.
hot dogs, and Chevrolet, says Luis.
Expect it to be ready. Be on the defense. I'd rather be lining up in the row that Reddick's in. You got a lot of room down on that inside line, and that outside line, you're really vulnerable to what's happening.
I thought they were going to sneak in another commercial, but they didn't.
The other things that could come into play.
On you.
This might not be the last caution. 3 laps to go.
All right, here we go down the straightaway.
And we know everyone's
start
been
finish
fighting
line
for track position up to this point, but now with just 3 more times around.
Engines are revving. Green flag with 4 to go at Indy.
The 89 has the better restart.
Here we go, calamity corner, turn 1 coming up. Reddick on the inside, Chase on the outside. Reddick to the lead. Bam, bumper cars.
Around goes 2 cars, 3 cars now around.
We got 3 of them around.
Chase Elliott is spun out.
Elliott around.
24 William Byron also.
Reddick, check it out.
And now, Aaron Jones.
Jones turns it around.
Truex. Dillon.
The 3 is around.
Dillon in the 3 stops in the gravel.
Everybody's around.
Can he get out of that gravel?
Reddick in the lead, a 1 second lead over Blaney, and Chastain in third. Daniel Suarez.
That's going to be another caution. He's trying to back up and he can't. He's stuck.
Dillon's stuck in the gravel in that 3 Bet MGM Chevrolet.
But at some point, the cars are going to go speed through there. There you go. There's the
caution.
Caution is out.
Restart.
Caution is out.
I don't think Slugfest was even aggressive.
I know. I thought you were putting it lightly when you said that.
What up, everybody?
I'm going to have to watch this a few more times, Rick, to see exactly what happened.
Watch the 22. Yes, exactly. All the way on the bottom. That
Logano just set it in like bumper cars, and that's what set everything in motion.
And 24, that was ahead of all that. Let's see what happened with those guys.
Chase gets, 12 gets into Chase a little bit.
Well, the 18 was around there too.
Friends, but
that 18 scheme pretty snazzy this week from above.
Derek Jones around. Martin Truex Jr. a lot of damage.
What's up, Brandon?
Dylan bringing out the caution as he's high in the gravel.
Oh, so if we look at the 2 leaders, the 8 and the 9, right here, the 12
Dodgers
gets in, the
6-3, nice.
The 12. He barely catches the right rear of the 9 and around.
Your
the
first
9
car was a Chevy IROC Z28. Nice.
The 24.
I sold a couple of those.
Scot free.
Yeah, let's focus on the front for this one.
Logano, man, just said F it. I'm going.
24 and 12.
I'm going to just drive straight until they turn me.
And there's Allmendinger. He came out of that second.
And you get an accordion effect that just takes out, I don't know, 6 cars.
Going through the grass.
Truex has the left front tire issue back there.
I'm not sure how many cautions we're at. Let me look.
There's just too much to cover.
Let me look real quick. Fifth caution of the day.
Oh.
Fifth caution of the day.
I mean, the truth is, it's just, it's just no respect given to each other, to be quite honest. And it's just
bow ties and blue
frustrating
skies.
As a driver, you can do absolutely nothing wrong, and just around you go.
Bill says, well, hopefully your driver spins out. Well, he already did.
The problem is, Junior, if you're not on offense, you get run into from behind. So the goal, like you get to the point when you've done this long enough, you see the damage on William Byron's car that you're like, hey, I'm gonna wreck somebody.
All right, I'll take you through the field real quick after this caution.
Road courses where we got
There's the 10
turns in turn 1, and it's just so frustrating.
At some point, you've been better
11
off
through
to go
20
through the access road and just blend over here.
We saw Randall Burnett, crew chief for
20 through 30.
Tyler Reddick.
And the rest of the field.
Scratching his forehead, knowing that they had a great restart. He was able to get out front, but he's going to have to do it again.
So we're headed for overtime here, y'all.
Dylan now rolling again. The reason for the caution.
The dinger slam is on.
Gravel out to the racetrack.
Well, it's you guys' point, right? You have to be on offense, but like even Logano, when he hangs a right, I mean, he has to get back to the left side of the curb, and there's just
one
no
more
room
like
for a
away
race
from
vehicle there, so there's
185.
no choice but to just kind of start squeezing people left.
Ty gives up to 15.
They'll go to work on the 24 as William Byron.
If they go to commercial, I'm going to run to the restroom, y'all.
And it came from right here. The hourglass just didn't have enough room.
All right, so they're going to commercial. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Let me turn on this music. All right, I'll be right back, everybody. Alrighty, I'm back, y'all. We're still under commercial break here, and we're headed to overtime. We are under attack. Bots on meth, no lie. Hey, appreciate it. Let's get back to it, y'all.
Post-race action, and then post-race we'll move over to Peacock, and you can continue to watch the NASCAR America post-race show. Again, more driver interviews, race analysis, and will we see another celebrating A.J. Allmendinger? He's going to have another shot at it here as he will restart second to Reddick. Ryan Blaney, again, the older tires, but right there with the
I'm doing good, Dave Rhodes. How you doing, buddy?
One of the more aggressive drivers is
how you doing, man?
The top four. Parker.
Well, guys, we're here on board with AJ. You can see how hot he is underside the helmet.
It comes into all the channels, and it's really hard to stop from happening.
I need Gatorade, ice bags, everything. Yeah, we got you. Just hang in there. I know you're battling for us. No matter what happens, did all you could here.
Allmendinger upset in that 16 car.
Guys, it's something I missed. He's actually been wearing a cool suit. Well, it has not worked since the start of this race. So I've worn one of those, the exact same one that he wears.
I don't know. I think Reddick's going to still win it.
Same issue back at Coda, and it's like wearing a trash bag. You have plastic tubes all around you. It makes you so much hotter in that race car. He's also out of water here, and that cool suit isn't working. So putting in a serious effort, Marty.
Parker, when that caution came out, first words from Randall Burnett to Tyler Reddick: save fuel. So talking to the team, they feel like they are good for 1 overtime finish. They're good for 2 overtime finishes. It's close, so 3.
Hey, good to hear, Dave. Good to hear, man.
And I only bring that up, Steve. You know, you've sat on the top of the box here before. Remember that Casey Kane race a few years ago? I think it ended.
One more like for 190. Come on, we got 274 in the house. Smash that like.
On these restarts, that is certainly on Randall.
Subscribe if you're new.
Absolutely. And you see the laps this last pit. You know, Bub Wallace down there in 10th has a couple extra laps over Reddick. Joe Logano has an extra lap.
He's struggling quite a bit, Jamie. I think he had a top 3 last week.
Who have pitted recently.
Oh, boy.
Stenhouse, Custer,
Allmendinger going to win this race because Reddick's going to mess up on the restart,
no
says Tyler.
Going to get spun around. The question is, do they end up in the gravel or not? I think that's really the only question mark.
Well, Steve, have we seen it before? Yes, we have seen this before. A.J. Allmendinger a year ago, when the 14 of Chase Briscoe spins the 11, who is the
so
race
let me
leader,
ask the chat this, the chat that have been here for the whole race. So do you like having the race delayed a little bit and getting the crystal clear race audio, or do you like the way we did it before?
At Road America earlier this year,
yeah, another exciting first turn mess, no doubt.
And Tyler Reddick gets the win. We
Turn 1 going to be a junkyard.
Out of Reddick. It was an impressive one. He was battling side by side with Chase Elliott. Now he will have to battle with AJ.
I shouldn't have said I was trying to block them, says Daniel.
See the road course winners already this
Goldfish
season.
win.
Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, Tyler Reddick.
Tiffany says like you had it before.
First Cup wins for all 3 of those.
Look at the opportunity that's presented to
Jeffrey likes the audio. I like it this way, says Jamie.
Todd Gilliland, we talked about the weekend he was having.
I can't do it on all the streams, but on this one,
a career day for Todd Gilliland. Harrison Burton
was able to do it.
Somehow kept the fenders on and everything straight. The 21 actually looks pretty good.
All the mods did a great job there, no doubt.
On the 21 inside the top 10, and then Stenhouse, LaJoy.
D. Marie says, I'll watch whatever comes on. I appreciate you, D. Marie.
I guarantee if you'd have offered that to him this morning, he'd have just
Butterfly does not like the delays.
Absolutely.
I love your optimism, but
all I do is hit the pause button on my TV. Butterfly
is down in turn 1. We're about to have to send
and then hit resume.
Funnel of pain. Well, that's why I try to get all the names.
Before was better, says Dab Dave.
Where'd they go?
The funnel of pain, Dave.
Oh, this driver doesn't mind a little contact. Ross Chastain has the 1 car in the 4th position, and I was just looking at it thinking to myself, he started 21st. You just don't know on these road courses how it is going to turn out. It can go so crazy. So a 21st starting spot, not bad as long as you have the car under you. And as crew chief Phil Surgeon told me this morning, you've got a driver who likes
takes
to
a long time for him to get around. Sid for brains.
Tend to reward that, he said, and I think Ross is going to have a good day. He is so far, Marty.
Dave, we told the story about how Tyler Reddick is leaving Richard Childress Racing to go to 2311 Racing in 18 months. Yes, 2311. He'll drive for them in 2024.
Hey, I appreciate it, Thomas.
You have to give credit to Randall Burnett, Steve, because he said there
I think it makes it better for people that are actually like just watching the stream to know what's going on. So if they're like at work on the weekend,
and he realized he was looking at everybody,
gives them a chance to know what's going on, and they can hear it much more clear.
When Kevin Harvick left Richard Childress Racing, when Clint Boyer left Richard Childress Racing.
Yeah, any of the channels that get over like 100 viewers rolling get bothered with that.
Here they are with a shot to win the race, Steve.
They've been banning it. It just keeps coming back.
No matter what the situation is, and Randall Burnett's done a terrific job of that. With
the mods have been banning it. They just keep sending another one.
Situation, right? His career is going to be at a turning point as well. I don't know what his contract status is, but Tyler Reddick and Randall have found success in the Xfinity Series. They moved together to Sunday.
Doug says anybody in the top 16 winning.
And you know, way back when we first started seeing Reddick.
Look who's just made an appearance in the top 10, y'all.
I questioned it when he's there rim riding the top at Miami, but Randall Burnett never did. They had this kind of
Ty Gibbs, 16th.
An understanding. I don't know if I'm going to call it a father-son, but there was definitely some mentoring from the pit box that Reddick was comfortable to receive. So you'd have to ask yourself, you know, if I'm 2311, I want to know what his deal is. I mean, I think 2311 has some great people, but in 18 months when Reddick's coming over, why not bring the guy? You know, you love Reddick for who he is. Well, the same crew chief has
Moonshine says, I live in the Philippines, so this is my way to catch racing. Whatever works for you, big guy, I'm all for it. I appreciate it, Moonshine.
He has looked like this has been a very tough end to this race. Parker?
Right, and you speak about tension. Well, the tension of winning down here for the 16 pit of AJ Allmendinger. Matt Colley, the owner of this car, is pacing back and forth down here in their pit. As you see right there, just in this other pit beside them, walking back and forth, just simply lost in thought of thinking about maybe getting a second win here at the Brickyard in a row.
Dylan could be a dark horse if turn one gets ugly. Truth.
The weekend would be pretty impressive, and for this full-time Cup operation, last year they were just part-time.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Win if AJ can pull it off.
Yeah, and Parker only once has a
271 up in here, Hit the subscribe if you're new. Give the video a like. Turn on the bell notifications. We've got 3 laps to go in this race. Overtime.
Done that.
If he sweeps it, I brought it up earlier, next week it's the triple. We're going to put him in an IndyCar too. So if he could just do it all.
So we know what AJ is dealing with. We've gotten the reports how hot he is. Cool.
So what's up, Ace Hardware store employees? Welcome to the show.
Caution made that worse. It is so much hotter when
Dodgers winning 6-3 in the 8th. All right, they're going to win 3 out of 4 then.
You got to just shut that helmet, get focused, pay attention to this restart. You got a shot to win a Cup race.
Dean Marie wants someone to kick Baby Bubba out of the top 10.
The exhaustion, you can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, he knows how big it is, and he will find a way to step up.
Anyone on the lead lap has a shot? You think so, Moonshine? I think your winner's going to come from that top 5. Buzzard 33, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor, we proud.
This will be overtime. Overtime presented by Credit One Bank.
All right, pace car to pit road.
Want to get a better restart than he did the previous.
Coming through 14, gonna go down that straightaway.
Ran into the back of the 8 right there.
Hey, no problem, Ace Hardware store employees.
Warmed up. Now they're side by side.
All righty, here we go.
Reddick and Allmendinger. Allmendinger trying to sweep the weekend.
Green flag, green flag.
Green
is
flag
out.
In the air.
Reddick has to go down.
Reddick down the block, down low.
Better restart that time for Reddick, though. He's got a car linked on second.
All right, someone's smoking coming into turn 1. Oh, someone just went straight. Someone totally, but 2 cars missed the turn. Now we got the 12 around. Allmendinger drives through him.
Side by side up front, though.
A battle between Chastain and Reddick for the lead.
And around goes the 1.
Chastain to the lead. Here comes the 8.
Reddick to get a run on him. Lost momentum on corner exit.
8 to the inside.
Chastain went off the track. So he did that access road to get back on track. Now the 8 of Tyler Reddick continues to fight him. Is this legal for the 1 to be up here racing?
The 1 shouldn't even be up there. He did not make turn 1.
Reddick trying to work hard to get back by him.
He knows he has Austin.
Reddick's going to ignore this 1. He's got to ignore the 1 and worry about the 2 of Cedric behind him.
After turn 1,
because there's no way that was a legal move for the 1 to not even take
Reddick
turn 1.
Back. He's going to try to take the outside line.
Side by side right here. This is tough sledding to try to
2 to go.
It's a good position for Reddick. He's going to take the lead back.
Reddick to the lead.
Reddick grabs the lead as he comes back out on the front stretch. 1 more time around.
Cindric's got to run on the 1 car.
I was wondering how the hell the 1 got up there so fast.
Here. He's in position.
Reddick slows through 1. He's clean.
Not hearing anything from NASCAR about the 1 car.
We believe 2nd and 3rd. Chastain still unsure.
A lot of respect right there in the braking zone of turn 1.
You got to be pissed if you're Cindric and you're being blocked by this 1 car if he just cut the turn.
I don't know how to treat Chastain. Is he legal? Is he supposed to be there or not? Cindric got really loose there. Chastain
6 more likes from 200, y'all.
Tyler Reddick, what a race he has put together.
Still haven't heard anything.
Through 7.
I want to watch a replay of this.
Reddick now with 4 car lengths.
Reddick, though, got a good lead now.
Austin Cindric.
Cindric trying to battle past that one of Chastain.
This technical section of the Indianapolis road course.
Final lap.
Reddick has been perfect.
You see it on your screen there.
Can he get through? 13. For the final time, he does.
Oh, he almost misses the corner.
Here comes the one of Ross Chastain one more time.
Coming through 14.
Tyler Reddick looking for his second Cup Series win. It's going to come in Indianapolis.
Tyler Reddick is going to kiss the bricks at Indy. Adventures with David, $5. Appreciate it, man. A $5 Valhalla.
Career best finish for Harrison Burton.
1 like away from 200.
Ross Chastain, who was told by NASCAR, was not allowed to be in that position.
So Chastain will lose his position. Tyler Reddick will kiss the bricks.
And as Marty was mentioning, the team.
Yeah, Bubba's going to end up with a top 5.
About what they needed to do for the rest of this season as well as 2023. Well, the first thing they're going to do is celebrate.
Chastain just cost Cindric the race. He sure as hell didn't help him none.
And he had the 2 car Cindric right behind him.
I was wondering where the hell that 1 car came from. I was like, how the hell did he get up there?
For the lead.
In the second race in a row here where we had a car that wasn't
How the hell did he get up there?
Last year, Briscoe through the grass. This year, Chastain on the access road. And there you are not knowing how to deal with them. Like, am I racing?
Gibbs ended up finishing 18th, y'all. 18th for Ty in his second race. Keselowski 21st.
I might try the access road to see if that would work because of the congestion in 1.
The crew chief in me says that there's an access road that allows you to have runoff. You don't have to stop because it's a longer distance. So if you were attacked it, you might have a chance to miss the wreck. NASCAR obviously disagrees with that approach. They've taken the 1's position away. So I'm going to be very interested to hear their reason. They have to officiate the race. I'm glad I'm not.
They're like, we were just trying to take a shortcut.
End up backwards.
Donuts, 48 car.
Because the 8 of Tyler Reddick wins his first career race at Road America earlier.
Yeah, no doubt, Moonshine. How about that?
No more concerns. You're guaranteed in the playoffs. Impressive.
205 likes. I appreciate y'all.
NASCAR's just as happy that Tyler passed.
Another victory for Chevy, says Willie. 8 was the best car. It was the best car all day long.
Oh, definitely.
Would be a very difficult call.
Renee wondering where Busch finished. 12th. Brad Culpepper, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor, we proud.
Daytona 500 would be probably the pinnacle of their career. But winning at the most recognizable and historic racetrack in the world.
Blaney got screwed.
Definitely right up there. And we'll be able to hear just
all right, we'll see you, Gregory.
This win is for the 8 team and young Tyler Reddick, the 26-year-old from Corning, California.
Hey, appreciate it, Donnie. Cheers to you, sir. Funny how he didn't think anyone would notice. Well, 2 cars did it. All right, here we go. Reddick to the hood of the number 8 Chevrolet.
Let's hear from the race winner. We go to Marty.
What a drive for Tyler Reddick today, the dominant driver here at Indy.
Look at that. Reddick's little son comes out there.
And the crew sprinting up pit road to get to Tyler to celebrate. Second win of the year for this race team and a win at Indianapolis.
So that little fella's going to be kissing the bricks with his daddy today, y'all.
Well, I got to know your thoughts when you saw the 1.
Told you guys 200 likes, the Chevy will win, says Dad Dave.
Else to see him all of a sudden passing you for the lead.
Where did Allmendinger end up? Eighth. Eighth.
That was a scenario that had been talked about. You know, if you get bottled up, what do you do when you take the access road? And I couldn't believe he got ahead of me. I was kind of waiting to see if he was going to have a penalty because I didn't want to, move him out of the way and make his race worse than what it was. So yeah, I was really surprised by that. But hey, we made it work. Hats off to Ross for trying to do that, but
That shit's hilarious. There he comes.
I've been pretty pissed off.
Off the access
You would have
road.
not been very happy with that, Tyler. You made the announcement you're moving from RCR. How did this team
Ty
rally
Dillon did the
to
same
get back
shit.
to this point where you could come together?
Hey,
and win
appreciate it,
races
Joey.
again?
Well, I mean, we know what we're capable of, and we did that at Road
26
America.
middle age.
Certainly, it was a little bump in the road, but hey, we'd gone out and won a race fair and square a couple weeks ago, and you know, and if we change nothing, we just keep working really, really hard. We find a way back to
Hey, we
victory
got
lane,
anyone
and
we
just
can
really
rate
glad
on the
to be
way
able to
out?
do it here in Indianapolis.
Hey, I
mean, this
appreciate
is
it.
one
Adventures
really
with
special
David.
place to
Appreciate
race,
it, man.
and really excited to kiss the bricks here in a little bit, and really excited that we got 3-2 their win in their hometown.
There you go. As a young man growing up on dirt, Dave, he knew open wheel
He was.
racing.
He has been
loved
penalized,
Indianapolis, and
Kay.
now he's a winner here.
He
gets to
will
kiss
not
the
be
bricks.
the second place finisher.
Loves
Okay.
Indianapolis as well, I am sure. And all the places you can race here, you were looking for a spot there at the end. What were you thinking?
What do you mean, where?
Taking the access road there and getting off course there.
Oh, just trying not to be in the carnage there in turn one. I thought we were 4 wide and couldn't go any farther right, and just decided to take the NASCAR access lane out there.
Is that something you and the team had talked about
So
earlier? It's
Chastain is
that's a
acting like
great
it was
option
just
and
an
it may not cost us
accident.
anything?
Bullshit.
No, Dave. No.
Bullshit.
Just pure reaction there for our Worldwide Express Chevy. I took it in practice on just overshooting turn one, and you know where this.
All right, they are on the fence.
12, you have to go around
The
the
3 cheat
loop
team
there,
are
and
on the
there's,
fence
around the
at
wall.
Indy.
Yeah, just went to not get hit. And
He was like, I just accidentally went down that access
Not the
road.
way that Ross wanted it to. Natural reaction there,
At
guys.
full
Just
speed,
getting
by
out
the
of
way. No brakes. Never
We
hit
saw
the
that
brakes.
replay. The one slowed down before he came back out onto the track. He was on the access road. He slows down before he comes
Yeah,
back
I'll
out
be doing
front.
the Hall
There
of
was a
Fame
tip
game on
in this
Thursday
break.
night.
He's breaking. All right, then he finally says, you know what, I'm not going to go in there with these guys because we see what happens. I mean, he kind of foresaw all this action right here and not wanting to be a part of that.
Yeah,
And-
I think he slowed down here because he had to make the corner.
Yeah.
I don't think he was slowing down to try to merge into Reddick. He just had to make the corner.
We're going to look at it again and more drivers that we will hear from. We're here on NBC until the top of the hour.
That was funny,
Make sure to
y'all.
Stay with us for more driver
Hey, appreciate it,
interviews, more
D-Marie.
celebration.
I'm an
from
F1
the
fan
Indianapolis
first, but I
road
must say
course
it's hard to beat
for
NASCAR
Tyler
road
Reddick,
races.
getting his second career Cup
Appreciate
Series
you joining
win.
us, Max Rez.
Sunbow celebrating with him at the Brickyard.
Just watch the replay. It was full send into one. Exactly. Full send. There was no doubt in my mind. He knew exactly what he was doing. He absolutely knew exactly what he was doing. Joseph says, thanks for the stream. You deserve your nap time. I appreciate it, Joseph. I'm going to bounce out of here, y'all. I'm going to bounce out. We'll see you tomorrow night for more Dodger Giants baseball. And that's going to go on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be doing the Hall of Fame game. And then Friday, to be determined. We'll be back next Sunday for more NASCAR racing. But until then, I'd like to thank everybody that joined us today. It'll probably be about, I would guess about a 7,000 view stream. Well, I don't have to guess. I don't have to guess. It's not even going to be that. It'll be about a 5,000 view stream. But we picked up 11 new members. I'd like to thank the mods for hanging in there as we got attacked by the bot boys. Appreciate it, Daniel. Yeah, this is our worst NASCAR stream of the year as far as total views. I think that had to do with it being on a road course. But I'm out of here, y'all. Valhalla, again, thank you to all the viewers, the mods, the members, everything. Allmendinger collapses as he gets out of that 16 car.
At the end of this race, his wife there.
Yeah,
we'll see you all tomorrow.
Junior, but I think it's fair to say we've both been in this situation before, and it's a horrible feeling when you get that hot. You get out and you think there's immediately you're going to feel better. You don't. It just takes a while to recover from it.
Allmendinger ended up 7th in this race after Chastain and
all right, y'all. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Be safe this week, and we'll see you. Harvick 96 points out of the last playoff spot.
Yes, and Ryan Blaney and Martin Truex Jr.
Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Thank you, everybody.
Is somebody who already has a win gets to victory lane.
Also, I think you pay attention to the playoff points. Tyler Reddick gaining more playoff points. We also have another road course before the playoffs start. Watkins Glen could go there and